attacks with frenzy die, and then so the extra frenzy die, it's not the sum. Like you're not adding it up to do like a double wallop. It's doing um it's two each fighting die is an attack essentially. So it's like an extra attack in practice. Is that right? Okay. But it's treated as one as far as one action is concerned.
Sorry,
meaning
keep going. I'm just having fun and goes to my settings as always.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it. So it's an extra attack that's treated as a single attack as far as multi-action penalties are concerned and action economy is concerned. Is that right?
That's correct.
And does the die roll automatically if they've got the edge?
No, that's something you have to do manually.
Because it's one of those ones where it's sort of.
You see, when we're playing and we get attacked by things with frenzy, they do 2 attacks and Kevin rolls twice.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Got it. And if the guy's got like the 2-weapon fighting or the double attack, then he gets a third attack essentially.
Yeah. Right.
Lovely. Okay. Fucking min-maxers. All right, and yeah, so
yeah, as long as they're min-maxing in their own time, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, that's right. No, it says it's fine. And then the last one. Do you happen to remember where that broken wand of burning hands came from? I just couldn't find it. Somebody deleted it off of their sheet, and I was trying to dig around. I couldn't find it. I know it came from burnt offerings. I remember it there. I just can't remember where it came from. To drag it on again. You know what I'm referring to, right? Yeah, it was there. I know it was broken, so my guess is it came from a goblin of some sort, and I'll just have to find
it. Yeah. No,
because I tried doing like wand or broken searches and stuff, and it didn't show up like in items and whatnot. So it's a treasure, it's on somebody somewhere. And
should be in. It's probably in one of the parcels then.
Yeah, I just didn't look. Yeah, I just thought maybe you'd remember.
Tried not.
Cool. Okay. Well, sorry to waste your time. Just had those questions. See him, and I've gotten on him and his nerves. He's rolling all sorts of dice.
Okay, so it is now. It is the 19th of Winterwade. You have. It's 4 days after the incident at. I've forgotten what I called it. The incident at Barren Ridge, I think it was. Yep, incident at Barren Ridge. Obviously, you've dropped Red off back at Temptation. You've patched yourselves up if anyone's injured or fatigued, and all your PowerPoints are reset and everything else. And you've got new adventure cards and new bennies, and obviously, in between tinkering stuff on the ship and everything else, everything seems to be quite quiet. You have heard more rumours. Hang on a sec. Let's make sure I get the rumours right. I don't want to get the rumours wrong. You have heard of rumours of, you hear sporadic reports every now and again of incidents of people being snatched.
By reptile bug insect things?
No one knows. But as I say, it seems to be going on, and attacks on colonists apparently are on the increase out on the outskirts of the areas. Apparently, Anook attacks are on the increase, and normally with clans that are more friendly. But that's as you ponder that, you you basically receive a missive requesting of a potential job opportunity.
Yeah, you can take the gun jammed off my character on the tracker too.
Certainly can if I can find you. Gun is no longer jammed. There we go. Okay, we don't have Jinx. We've got everyone but Jinx, I think, haven't we, today? C5 there. 1, 2.
I'm not seeing Doc. I think Doc is off today too.
And
'cause he's
Doc,
having
yeah, Doc was poorly, wasn't he? Yep. That's it. There we go. Not to worry. So yeah. Anyway, something happened there, and I'm not sure what. Yes. Yep. Basically, a message comes over the web. It appears basically it seems like someone's trying to get hold of you.
Go and listen to our message then.
Well, it appears it's just like a sort of a hail. So it's basically if you respond, it'll send a hail back, and you'll end up with a sort of a face-to-face conference from wherever to wherever.
I'll press the green button.
There's some says included in the missive is some agreed some possible meeting times, and obviously then at the next available one you find yourselves pressing the green button, and as basically the message comes up connecting, and it you notice that you seem to have been connected to a Hellstrom Industries node, and eventually a check completes, and a face appears on the screen. And she introduces herself as Marta Dial, and she says she's a geologist and field researcher employed by Hellstrom Industries. She's been empowered by her company to haul spacers and their ship for an expedition. If you're interested, please travel to Tunnel Station to meet in person. And then you realise now it's actually a pre-recorded message, because that's where it ends.
Pre-recorded messages.
What was the name of the person again?
I'm terrible at pronouncing German surnames, so there you go. Someone else can pronounce.
Marta Deal. Okay.
What a deal! Yeah.
What a deal.
Indeed.
Now, but the question is, do we want to spend what it takes to get to Tunnel Station based on a speculation? She didn't have any specifics. Meantime, we've got population disappearing here on.
Can I have a common knowledge roll from everyone?
Oof.
Right. Oh dear. Well, Linda's obviously doesn't know anything. That's fine. Roger's obviously too busy, distracted by something else. Morgana and Deckard and Himily, you happen to know that from talking to other people in the past, it seems that this type of thing is fairly common for Hellstrom Industries. They sort of send out. They usually send out to a number of individuals, and basically, because they know some people won't turn up, or other people something else comes up or anything else. But in every case, you do know that according to the stories, that Hellstrom Industries obviously has a lot of money and pays very well for its jobs. And even if you turn up and are turned away from a job, they pay reasonable expenses. Usually the fuel to cover it and other stuff. So
they'll compensate us even if nothing happens.
That is what you understand about the way they work, because obviously, they obviously want to maintain a good impression with spacers, because obviously, they obviously know you guys are their business.
Well, I'm not the captain, so I don't care. I'm a little more concerned about people disappearing here on.
Well, I reckon we should go. Let's go and do it. Go and find out.
Has
Sounds
Linda
good to
ever heard
me.
of Marta Deal? Since I assume she's in the same space, same professional space.
Possibly, maybe that's why you critically failed.
Because I did know or I didn't know.
No, that's what I mean. Probably you critically failed that common knowledge role because maybe you and Marta have had a history in the past, or you know something. You're too busy thinking about that. I mean, it's really down to you to come up with whether you know her, or maybe she's actually maybe she's more than once picked you to a discovery in the past because she had more, I don't know. I'm just trying to speculate why you may have been so distracted that you were thinking about something else instead of thinking about other things.
I don't know what the common knowledge role was for.
The common knowledge role was for about Hellstrom Industries and paying stuff. But what I'm trying to imply is you were obviously distracted and thinking about something else rather than paying attention to the discussion of whether or not it's worth going on and getting paid or not, as it were.
Oh my!
I just thought that was an interesting way to interpret the. So it's maybe I suspect that two of you have never actually met, but you've possibly heard of her, and maybe the reason you critically failed the role and wasn't paying attention to the conversation is maybe there's things in the past. I mean, it's really up to you if you want to have some fun with that.
Well, apparently, I'm still processing those.
Indeed. But yes, obviously, I forgot about your background. Yes, you've never met her, but you've probably
heard of her,
and probably moved in similar circles. But there we go. So, yeah, right. I was going to look up how long it would take you to get there because that makes things a little more interesting, especially when certain people are worried. Okay. Travel. Setting roles. Space. No. I can never remember where the rules are for travel. I remember the GM section on the players section. Why system? I've lost it. Days of travel. Ooh, that's an interesting point, actually. How much fuel you've got to how far you could travel. I'll have to remember that.
Maybe we need to get extra fuel tanks.
Okay, so all spaceships are rare. To avoid excessive bookkeeping, ask a piloting role small ships or electronics, large ships when the party travels. Failure means the ship arrives at the destination low on fuel. A critical failure means they run out of fuel or parts of fuel. Oh, definitely missed that one somewhere along the way. Ships far away can use almost any radioactive substance, plutonium, uranium, etc., raw or refined. Fuel costs 100 times the ship size per day of the energy provided. So, that's how fuel works. You may just run out. It depends on how good the pilot role is. Provisions. Let's have a look. Where's what size ship is the Reckless? Yeah, you read all these things, you forget them. Okay, the Reckless is size 8. I do wish there was an option to put the text in the size rather than it being a straightforward number.
Huge.
Thank you. You got 500 days worth of provisions for 500 days worth of travel for provisions apparently. So you're okay on that score. So I won't worry too much about that. Maybe it is in the GM section. I just want to work it. I just want to work it out again so I can keep track of it in future. I've been too distracted sorting out other stuff. Gravity drives. That's okay. No, can't find it. Oh well. I'll just make it up. It'll take you about... oh dear. Unfortunately, at the moment, the station's... obviously, the station's in orbit around the sun. It's probably at its furthest distance away. It's an 11-day trip out there.
How many days?
11.
11.
11 days.
And how long until it gets...
Supposed to be an aceable roll?
Sorry, what was that?
Is that supposed to be an aceable roll? Should that be a 4 and a 2 or a 9 and a 2?
I don't care right now because I'm making it up as I go along. But yes, I know what you mean. I think 11 days makes it fun.
11
Okay,
days is perfectly
11 days.
fine.
How long is the cycle of?
We're traveling millions of kilometers or miles or whatever.
It takes.
How long?
Right.
Yeah,
How
don't
long is the
forget.
cycle of how far away it is?
I don't know. Well, that's what I couldn't find the table for. That's why I just rolled it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it worth just we could do some stuff here while it gets closer to us if it's at the max, and then we could just head out later.
Then you'll probably miss out on the job.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look. Let's see if I can.
Well, if the missing people is serious, it's probably going to keep going for a while, so we can do the job and come back and do the missing people.
Oh, here we go. System travel. Tunnel station. Okay, so you're on Banshee, which is... Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. I tell you a lie. Okay. So, I found it. It's system travel times. Let's see if we can do it. 11 days is actually impossible in theory. So, a trip from Banshee and Tunnel Station... Oh, yeah. Brilliant. A trip from Banshee to Tunnel Station can take anywhere between 2 to 9 days. So, 1 plus 1d8 days, which I disagree with because they've got it there as 1d10, but that's by the by.
I reckon it's going to take 11 days because that's what you just rolled.
Find the value for both the starting point and destination. Subtract the lower orbit from the higher one. Roll the die or die listed for the orbit. That table's, so their descriptions. Oh, hang on. Is it from where you're going from? Subtract the lower orbit from the higher orbit. Roll the die listed for the orbit with the lowest value on the system table. Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 1 days. I'm going to re-roll because I get 8 days. There you go. That's better, isn't it? I'm going to remember that in future.
Okay, that's not so bad. 8 days. 8 days. I'm a little more willing to fly.
Okay.
I hate these chasing situations where you're trying to catch up to the other planet. Bother, cuss and fuss.
Indeed. I'm just trying to find where it is in the book now. Setting rules, gravity and space. I'm just curious because I had to find that in the PDF. I'm now just worried I somehow missed it at. Oh, there it is. So it is under spaceship. Okay. So yeah, it's 8 days travel. Sorry, we'll get back in. Sorry, this is me worrying I missed stuff.
No, I'm just saying, lucky you didn't miss it out of the PDF. You have to go back and do it again. You have to go back and make the whole book again. Yeah.
Well, we're going to get up rock
Lest
before we
somebody
get
complain.
Yeah, these days you wait for someone to spot it and then you go, oh, right, okay. No, you're joking. Obviously, I'll fix it if I do.
No,
Okay.
Don't wait for someone to post it on the forums. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and then let them bitch about it and then deal with it. What?
Yeah, and then lose it in the forums. If you wait long enough, it drops off the first page and then you don't notice it.
That's what you've been doing. Right, okay.
No, not at all, because these days they actually email you they create bug lists. Have you not got there yet?
Oh, yeah, I've had a bug list for a bug that I'd already fixed, and I actually fixed it before and uploaded the fix, and then, so it went through the portal, and he sent me an email saying confirmed, and then he put a bug list on, and I said, I fixed that in the bug thing that you just confirmed you got. So he sent the bug fix about a day after I fixed it. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's an 8-day trip out to a tunnel station, the original entry and exit point to the faraway system back to Earth, but obviously that's been shut for some time. So yeah, probably the first time any of you've been out there. I think I've got an image of it.
It'll be the first time with some of these noobs will be, not me. I've been everywhere.
There we go.
Like Johnny Cash song.
There, I've even got an image of tunnel station for you.
Elite Dangerous.
Indeed. So, I'd love to. What's Portal on Tunnel Station? I'm intrigued now She meets you at. Okay, basically, you arrive. When you arrive, obviously, there's all sorts of interesting security checks and everything else. You're scanned and all that, and obviously made to go through quite a few hoops, but eventually, obviously, putting in the code that was included in the missive definitely speeds up your security checks and all that, and you find yourselves sort of in the public areas of Tunnel Station. It's all quite pristine and clean, and everywhere you look is sort of different adverts for Hellstrom Industry products. Yeah. You lucky fellows.
We'll
The Tunnel Station is the largest
I suppose, isn't it?
tunnel houses the tunnel itself, the headquarters of Hellstrom Industry. All told, supposedly nearly 10,000 souls permanently reside on the station. Almost all of them are HI employees. So there you go. Visitors to the station are usually restricted to a small part known as Portal while the tunnel was operational. This was a welcome centre for new colonists and tourists alike. Since tunnels collapsed, Portal has slowly been converted to a commercial port of call to accommodate trade ships from Banshee and the Belt, as well as serving as temporary housing for visitors and customers of the shipyard. So obviously being Hellstrom Industries, there's probably quite extensive shopping facilities here as well, if anyone wants to pick up any bargains while you're here.
I would like to look for an armored spacesuit.
You will most certainly be able to buy an armoured spacesuit here without any problems at all, with a 10% markup on the list price.
Idea.
With a 10% markup on the listed price.
Oh, that's not nice.
Not as bad as it could have been, yeah.
Suggest we negotiate some armor if we're going to do a deal for it.
Can we haggle a
Morgana
group
doesn't want an
price?
armored spacesuit, but she'd like some armor. Something lightweight that she can wear under her.
So, yeah, so basically... So, yeah, basically an armoured spacesuit here costs you 2,750 credits.
Not that I necessarily trust Hellstrom with their armor and what have you. This is the most likely place to be able to find it. So
indeed, you will certainly be able to get an armored spacesuit here. Also, don't forget this is the only place you've got one, but this is the only place in the system where you can buy a new gravity drive as opposed to a refurb.
We really need to buy like 4 or 5 of these suits for the ship, don't we?
Yeah, I think that's a fabulous idea. Hopefully, we can barter a little bit for a group rate,
or we can do what Jelsa said and see if the this massive corporation can throw him in as part of the deal.
I just want
she cut out on me.
I didn't.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. She cut out. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry, Jelsa.
Oh, it's Morgana here. Jelsa is my Pathfinder character.
Right.
Jiminy, you're watching too much Pathfinder.
Damn it.
You have become my character. Oh my god.
So, obviously, basically, it's a couple of hours after you arrive when Marta comes down, and she thanks you for attending, and says unless there's any reason to you don't want the case that Hellstrom Industries will basically refuel your ship if you permit them access to the to the maintenance hatch, as it were, for free, obviously. And while that's going on, she basically takes you off to a meeting room and sits you down.
Okay, well, we'll let her refuel the ship, yeah.
I asked her if there's any
After the meeting, I suppose.
I'm muted.
Sorry, Linda, you were trying to ask questions.
Linda asks Marta whether there's any archaeological research jobs that she needs done at the same time.
She looks up and goes, that seems to catch her off guard, and she's sort of like, well, possibly, but that's not why we're here. Let's deal with the here and now. We can talk about future things later on.
Okay, good enough.
She briefs you on the purpose of the expedition she's setting up. Company scientists have detected an anomalous reading on 2, the other continent on Banshee, and believe it may be related to the Nemesis asteroid or possibly a new X-4 ship or weapon. Deal and a team are to investigate and gather samples. The expedition consists of herself and a small security contingent of Hellstrom Industry Marines. In return for the service of transporting her and the Marines to 2, she's authorized to pay 10,000 credits plus normal operation expenses.
Is that good? Somebody want to negotiate?
Who was your face guy? Was that Jinx?
Yeah, Jinx said he might be on in a bit.
Who wants to pretend they're Jinx? As in try and remember how he does it. I love She goes, obviously, as I say, if you're not interested in the job, then obviously...
How about 10,000 plus some armoured spacesuits?
I was going to say, yeah.
I don't want an armored spacesuit. I just want some body armor.
Because, well, I'm sure that with the 10,000 you can buy that sort of thing. Obviously, I don't have access to third-party equipment, but...
Well, maybe we need to be paid a bit more then.
Well, someone can see. Let's see how persuasive you are in your negotiations.
I'll help you out with that.
Yeah, I'll assist. I won't make the roll itself.
Yeah,
I wish I could help.
Too.
I don't really have much in the way of persuasion.
How good is Jinx's persuasion?
D6 persuasion on Jinx.
Probably
Well,
the
we're
best
not
thing
helping
that
very
both
much.
Roger and Deckard can do is just stay quiet.
Yeah,
That's how we're going
I'm
to
going
help.
to-
Just stay
story
quiet.
of my life, buddy. Let me tell you.
I'm going to put. I have rolled for. I have. Ooh! I thought that was a critical fail for a second. I have rolled for. Oh! Look at this. Here we go. Himony's using a Benny to re-roll, so we won't worry about Jinx's roll because Himony got better. She goes. Again, unfortunately, I am unable to. I don't have the means or access to additional equipment on top of the 10,000. However, after a successful completion of the mission, I do believe I can get Hellstrom Industries to make improvements upon your ship to a total of $100,000 of repair work.
Ooh, yeah, I kind of like that
Repair
idea.
or upgrade?
Basically, it's just basically $100,000 of work upon your ship.
That sounds like a deal. I'll shake her hand gently so I don't break her arm off.
Right. So
I think he missed the second part.
I think he did miss the second part. What's the second part?
You said he was going to break her arm off as he shook.
No, I said I shake her hand gently so I don't break her arm off.
Oh, okay.
What's
I was
breaking people's arms when we just got £100,000 out of them.
Yeah, I didn't know why you were doing it. I just, you're
and now
the boss.
I'm going to snap her arm. Now that she's given me what I want, I'm going to kill her.
You're the boss, man. I stand by you, but I just,
Well, if I can get armor here, then I guess I'm just going to have to buy it because I don't like shooting and I don't like being shot at, and I sure as hell don't like bullets actually doing me damage. It sucks.
I think Jinx just connected just after the negotiations have completed. But that's okay. So Deal goes on to explain that Deal obviously after you've shaken it, Deal explains that she's very glad that you are taking this up because you were Hellstrom Industries' first choice for this expedition. Basically you came to her attention and her boss's attention due to your exploits for the Nemesis shower, and Hellstrom Industry rates you as a competent, independent crew with an ability to adapt to unexpected circumstances. And she also goes on to say the reason that she's in the situation where she has to hire an independent crew is because due to the ongoing threat of X4 excursions, Hellstrom Industries has been forced to dedicate its own ships to protecting Tunnel Station and monitoring operations by Warfield's fleet.
She sounds very much like the computer from this coming Saturday. A competent, independent crew.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay, well, we should probably get flying
team?
then.
I'm not sure. Did that? I don't think that added jinx to the combat tracker. Menu. Add to tracker.
So-
PCs. There we go.
So Daz, when that happens, are you just leaving us on the party sheet permanently and then just taking people on and off the tracker when they're present?
To be honest, yeah. I really should take them off the party sheet when they're not here.
It's because he's cheating to give himself extra bennies.
Yes.
Well, but the thing is that, like, for instance, I noticed that I had like an extra advance when I missed the last session, and so like I was adjusting that stuff, and I tend to pull them off. I don't give them advances if they're missing, but I maybe I'm doing it wrong. That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, I've got a land now. Yes.
The thing is, I find is, logically they shouldn't be there. And obviously, back in the old days when you gave XP, I would take them off the party sheet. But the thing is now, of course, is you give everyone an advance, and then someone wasn't there when they missed the advance, and then you don't necessarily give everyone an advance till the next time. You forget that they weren't there, and you don't give the advance. And then, what if they're away the next time you give an advance? Then they're suddenly 2 behind, if that makes sense. So, to my mind, yes, I should take you off the party sheet and all that. But to be honest, I'd rather you just all advance at the same rate, as it were, than.
And you're much nicer than me. My feeling is tough cookies, right? So if like you miss it and it was a quick advance, and then you don't get another milestone for 4 sessions, then.
Also, it probably is the fact that I'm spending most of my time running Pathfinder, where there are set advance points, aren't there? So,
right? No, that's cool. I'm with you. That's why I was asking. I didn't mean to derail shit. I just
no. It's absolutely fine. In the old days, when it was XP based, then I probably would have taken you off, and it would have. It was in some ways I do miss the XP option because I quite liked it, and. Because I used to have, let me have sort of special rules, like I used to have sort of sub rules, like basically if your character died, because if you came back at half the level of your old one. I used to then give you your low level characters an extra 1 XP a session on top of the XP I gave everyone, so they'd catch up eventually. But
right.
yeah. Anyway, so there we go. Basically, obviously, she wants to leave as soon as possible. The ship's fully stocked up, but the ship's been fully refueled because I forgot to make the pilot roll to see how low on fuel you were, and that could be interesting if you run out of fuel on the way into this trip. But anyway, we'll worry about that later.
My question to the engineer and to the captain is: do we need to worry about another gravity drive here, or are we good with that stuff?
You've got space for 16 mods, so you can basically. The idea is you can go to town on the. You could go to town on the vehicle mods, which.
I was
so expensive.
I know we had space. I was asking the captain and Morgana if we needed them.
I think we got like 2 or 3 used ones when we were doing all that salvage stuff for the one guy. But I mean, if you guys want to have a new one in inventory, but the one I've gone over the ones that
Might not be a bad idea at some point. I just was thinking because I remember hearing that this is like the one spot we could buy them new. Might
The only thing I would point out is that fitting a gravity drive would cost you 8 times the amount of money they're offering to spend on your ship.
Well, I don't
Okay.
think that he's asking for a new gravity drive. I
No,
think
I
he's
know.
going to make sure we have new parts.
I understand. Yes, exactly. Well, that's the point.
We've got a few spares, haven't we already?
Yeah,
yeah,
you got
that's what
enough spare
Morgana
parts.
said.
Yeah.
I was just bringing it up.
No, it's a fair point.
Deckard's going to go back to not talking.
So what is our mission anyway?
Your mission.
And Morgana does tend to get a little defensive when anybody suggests that she needs some kind of help maintaining this thing.
Well, Linda's all about having a new gravity drive as a spare.
I think you got 2 spare. Enough parts to repair the gravity drive twice over, I think, is what I mean.
We salvaged some. I remember that. Right.
And obviously, Morgana has got the parts scattered around the ship so that if one hole gets knocked in the ship, the spares aren't going to all go out in one hit.
Damn.
She knows.
Aren't you, Morgana?
Well.
Morgana's made it very clear that she knows what she's doing, and she wants Deckard's nose out of it. So that's point taken.
Before we leave station, Linda's going to head out to the pharmacy and get some medication for motion sickness, air sickness, and all the space sicknesses she can find.
Okie dokie. She has yet
Some
to find
legal
one that really
weed.
does her much good, but yep.
Some edibles.
No, provisions will be provided for the trip. Let's see. Whoops, that's wrong. Let's try
Well, that's
that again.
what we're calling them nowadays. Provisions. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, so it's only going to be it's only going to be a 5-day trip back. Obviously, it's the
tailwinds.
The orbits are all lining up better for us. Yeah.
The orbits are lining up better, and also there's obviously other objects out there that Rob can use to slingshot to sort of give him an extra push.
Well, like I said, we were chasing the first time, and now we're just kind of waiting for Banshee to catch up to us. So I mean, it works out.
It does
logical.
indeed. Well,
all right.
So so basically speaking, you're a taxi service to get her and her Marines to the continent of 2, and then obviously to basically, because of your being the fact you're an independent, adaptable crew, obviously to assist as required. And obviously, looking at Linda, Linda's obviously already knows. Linda's obviously can provide expertise, in archaeological matters, and others of you will possibly be able to provide additional defensive capabilities, and obviously, whatever's required. That's the point. She wanted independent teams. That's why she got permission to hire you guys.
Well, Morgana's a little disgusted that they won't provide body armor, but before she leaves Tunnel Station, she goes and gets some that she can wear under her fatigues.
Yep, as I say, anything you want to buy has just got a nice straightforward 10% markup. I haven't got round to building the rebuilding the shops.
So it's 220 credits. I've already deducted it.
No problem at all.
Along with our mule, which I'm sure has got plenty of passenger space, are they bringing their own vehicle?
That's a very good point, isn't it? Is there enough room on the mule for all of you?
Yeah, it has a crew of +5. Well, I guess maybe it doesn't.
Not only that, but we don't have huge.
There's enough room for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good point.
I thought we were just supposed to drop them off on 2. I mean, what the hell? She's got Marines. They can do any shooting and protecting, damn it.
Well, hopefully they could get themselves.
When I get my vehicle shot up, I die. Then that's repair time.
Oh, I don't want to get the vehicle shot up, but
They don't have any. They don't have any intention of requiring vehicles. They're hoping that you'll be able to land within walking distance of
hop
their
them from place to
destination.
place if necessary. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
that works too.
Okay. Deal provides you coordinates, which when you key them into the computer system, seem to indicate you'll be heading to the sub-equatorial desert on 2. There are no landing facilities nearby, and no human settlements of any sort are. No, there's no official human settlements of any sort on 2. There are known to be settlements of humans there, but they're in no way lawful settlements, as it were.
Oh dear.
In between bouts of nausea, Linda is trying to do some research on Planet 2 before we get there.
That's absolutely fine. Well, as I say, I mean, obviously you've got 5 days of proper gravity when the gravity drive's going, so that will be fine. It's only
Okay, good.
The nausea is only on the leaving of Tunnel Station because you and on approach to Banshee. Gravity drive's on the rest of the time. It's only
okay.
It's only when
thank
you
you.
Final approach, basically, or if
Yeah.
we're on a low grav location.
Yeah. So
Maybe Linda disappears to her room for those segments.
So if you look under if you go under World Builder, you should find a whole section on 2, which will provide all the information that you know, which I can just do like so. There you go. That's everything you know about 2 after your research.
Okay.
The other thing that is known is there are Anuks on 2. They speak a different language to Himines. The Anuks on 1. So there we go.
Oh, sorry. You can delete that. Sorry. I
Okay.
was trying to copy paste, but
Absolutely fine. Well, the idea is you can make your own notes on all those entries. That's the whole point of the PC notes section.
Oh,
You just want to
then
make sure we read it.
Linda should love this because we got an unstudied population.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your map of Banshee. So the sub-equatorial desert would be there, I suspect. Looking at that, the map, that looks about the middle of the. I'd say the equator is just above that. So yeah, there's your sub-equatorial desert. So you're landing. Your coordinates are putting you down somewhere there. So, according, where's my notes on fuel? Because I'm going to be evil. Because that'd be really amusing, wouldn't it, if you ran out of fuel when you land there, where there's no ports or anything nearby.
You would never do so.
Of course, now I found the travel rules. I can't find the fuel rules. Oh well. I seem to recall it was a piloting role, wasn't it?
Do you know that our spaceship's got a Tesla on it and it's solar powered, doesn't it?
To be honest, actually, it doesn't really matter because unless he critically fails his piloting role to get you back to Banshee, you would have enough fuel to hop over one continent. So let's see how Roger does on his piloting role to get you back to Banshee. No problem at all. It takes up half the fuel to get back, leaving you more. So you've got enough fuel to get. You've got enough fuel to go off planet, so you've got no problems about being on fuel. So, 2's desert region is composed mostly of rugged badlands. Instead of a smooth, wind-swept plain, the area is ravines, gullies, hoodoos sculpted by millennia of Banshee's harsh winds. In other words, it's not exactly favourable terrain for landing a ship. A flyover of the coordinates reveals the source of the strange signal. Let me sort that one out for you. There you go. It's a wreck of a massive spaceship the size of an old Earth ocean liner. The debris is strewn along the impact track, stretching nearly a mile behind it. It tells you that obviously indicates the landing was not a pleasant one. From what you can see of the wreckage, the vessel's lines do not match any common ship design seen in Faraway, either civilian, Hellstrom Industries, or X4. Anyone? Let me see now. Let's see. Himini definitely not. Rogers, yes. Jinx, yes. Deckard, yes. So the three of you can make common knowledge rolls at -2 if you so as you're looking at the wreckage. So Jinx of -2 makes it 3. Linda wasn't on the list. It was Jinx, Roger, and Deckard, wasn't it? Roger.
Oh, we're not all making common
That's
knowledge.
okay. No. Only certain people would possibly know this. No, none of you
Okay.
got any idea what you're looking at.
Deckard hasn't rolled yet, has he?
No, but no, I'm afraid not. I mean, it was a long shot, but yep. Oh, Deckard for the Benny and the win. Okay, Deckard. You have a feeling this might be the ship Unity. The spaceship with the distinction of both being the first human vessel to enter the faraway system and the last to leave it. It was the only ship to actually travel to the faraway system on Banshee, as it were, without using the tunnel. It actually had interstellar capable drives.
Ooh, maybe we can get those.
There isn't a suitable landing
Union
spot
Anonymity.
within several miles, thanks to the jagged features of the landscape. However, a piloting roll at -2 will decide where Roger reckons he can put down the ship without damaging it.
So we might want to investigate that ship too at some point, right?
But that's the
That's
source.
what we are doing, yeah.
That's the source of the signal. But yes, indeed, you might want to come back again, I suppose. Roger, you spot a suitable landing option about 10 miles away from the wreckage.
Nice.
So you're able to...
Nice. 10 miles. The ship is like a mile long on its own, so we're like 9 miles away.
Well, from the signal source.
Oh.
Okay, the ship lands. The Hellstrom Industries Marine contingent start doing that. For some reason, I mean, you can always picture in the back of your mind some impressive drum routine going on and some montage of the Marines putting on their armor and getting up and equipping themselves and making sure everything's right. I don't know why. I must have been watching a certain movie involving with Sigourney Weaver in it the other day.
Again.
I'm watching.
It was on the telly. I flicked through channels. It was that whole bit, where they're equipping themselves before they head out, and with that,
I'm visualizing the sequel where they get into that tank-like thing.
Oh, that's the one I mean. The sequel,
Yeah.
the Colonial Marines. There's a drum beat sequence as they're getting ready and equipping everything. So anyway, so basically, the Marine contingent sort of locks and loads, and Marta looks looks to you and suggests and asks for you to come along to help with any label or any other technical requirements that may crop up.
I guess we suit up.
Yep. Well, obviously it's on Banshee, so there's an atmosphere there, so you're okay on that score. Yeah. So moving through the Badlands isn't an easy task. And it's definitely difficult terrain, so it will take you quite some time to traverse the 10 miles. And
so that 10 miles is more like 20 miles.
For all intents and purposes, yeah. So it's a good 4 or 5 hours of walking to get there.
We really need to find a better pilot.
Down where there's no place to actually put it down without tearing off the bottom of the ship.
Exactly. He could put it down that much closer, but the ship would never have flown again. If he'd got a raise on the roll, it would have only been a 5.
He could have balanced it on the edge of a stone.
Yeah,
So are you saying I should re-roll that and try for the raise, guys?
That's too late. You're already there now.
repairing the ship because of stupid landing choices.
Well, let's put it like this: you landed it somewhere where it was safe to land it. If you really want to try for the raise, then you can land it on a precarious outcrop closer to the wreck.
But then he might get a critical fail and fall down a ravine.
Exactly. So, to be honest, he landed you safely. A critical failure
20
could have been
miles
unpleasant.
is nothing. I walk 100 miles a day.
There must be a flat spot on top of the spaceship.
The spaceship is so damaged that if you try to put down on it, you could completely crush it and stuff too.
I don't know. It doesn't look that crushable.
Yes, indeed.
Watching another Ridley Scott film.
I'll tell you what, Linda.
Actually, I watched 2049 again for the first time.
You can do all the repairs.
It's great.
Okay, so as you are moving through the crooked ravines, can I have notice checks, please?
Notice checks. No, my check doesn't bounce. Oh, I think I rolled twice. Sorry, but no, I didn't.
You didn't. You just
2 people with the same color dice.
possibly.
Deckard and Jinx have got slightly different shades of blue, yeah.
Everybody makes their notice rolls, which is fine. Obviously, which is basically not a problem. It has to be said that if you hadn't, the Marines certainly would have done. And obviously, once one person does, all of you can't help but be curious about what is indicated. But as you climb, basically, as you look around on an embankment about 30 feet above you, there appears to be a Nook skull impaled upon a stake.
Oh dear.
Is it freshly squeezed or is it old?
Well, you have to climb up the 30-foot embankment.
I'll climb up and have a look then, yeah.
That'd be an athletics check to climb up. No problem at all. It's only for the critical fail because then you fall when you're halfway up. The skull has been in the elements for weeks, if not months, but it has small bits of desiccated flesh on it. Odd sigils are scrawled in dried blood, and more skull markers stretch on in opposite directions across the desert. So basically, as you come up and look left and right from where this skull, you can see like there's a line of.
So is that a Nuke marking their territory? Is it?
Could well be. It's not something your tribe would do.
Is this like a warning and possibly encircling the area that the spaceship crashed in?
Possibly.
I'm going to slide back down to them lot and tell them what I saw.
The Marines the Marines glance and sort of already starting to head out with Marta following. What do you do?
Get back on the bus. Follow them.
Okay.
They're still heading toward the spaceship, right?
Yes, they are to the
Okay.
the signal that appears to have been in the vicinity of the spaceship. It could be the spaceship crashed on top of the signal, or the spaceship is the signal, or something in the spaceship is the signal. No one knows. That's what you're here to find out.
I hope this isn't one of those signals where they're saying, "We need more food. Please come."
Well, it's only a quick walk back, isn't it? Can I? Okay. As you head on a bit further, the ground levels out in this area a bit. There's a bit more sand over it. At least that's how it looks until you notice the ground's very unpleasant. And although you possibly could have got the ship down here, it would have been very tight. And with the slight winds here, it would have probably. You reckon that Roger made the right call by not parking here. I'm just explaining that if the map comes into play. Can I have some notice rolls, please? Okay. Roger and Morgana are the only two. I should actually do the Marines as well. I'll do a group roll for them. Yep, the Marines definitely pick up on something. This is it. Okay. You who made it? Morgana. It's not because it was opposed rolls. Roger, Morgana, the Marines, and that's it. Make their notice checks. You basically the Marines shout a warning out to all of you, so none of you are surprised. And they point, and what you see is that coming towards you, as if you're basically surrounding you and coming towards you at speed, are mounted Unooks. They're a horrific sight. They've adorned their arm with skulls and other trophies that appear to have been cut from bodies of victims.
Good Lord.
Roger kind of steps back so that he's behind Morgana and Himini, just to make sure that they're a little closer to these bad guys than I am. If anybody's got a chance at talking us out of this, they do.
My understanding is the Anooks here don't speak the same language as Anooks on 1.
Has everyone got the map?
I don't.
Everybody's
Yes.
moving. Everybody. Right, let's see what happens. You're not surprised, so basically, fortunately, I just get to deal the cards normally, and we'll see what happens. Okay, don't forget, if you want to spend cards to move yourselves up the tracker, seeing as I can see Roger and Linda both got 2s.
Are those pits or are those peaks?
Peaks.
Peaks. Okay.
That's why you can't see past them.
Indeed.
Well, it's heavily shadowed on the side we can see, so it just looks a little weird.
It is rather, yes. That's the artwork. As I say, I had to find a map. Okay.
But the sun does shine, I mean, come on.
I think I did put. I think I put a light. Did I put? I thought I put a light on. Yes, the light is on. The map's considerably darker without sun. Without what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Lighting.
Yeah, what do they call it?
Ambient.
Ambient lighting. Thank you. I was trying to think of the correct terminology. Okay, I'm going to have an Anook.
Roger just got everybody on our team a Joker.
Wonderful. Well done, Roger. Roger, you can act first or stay on hold and interrupt at any time.
I will stay on hold at this point.
Okay. So a Chinook starts running in, and basically it literally gets to there and attempts to bite Himini.
Now I get to act on the enemy card, right?
First strike.
So what is that thing that Deckard just played? He just played an adventure card.
Oh, enemy. Play on an enemy wild card in the first round of combat. Okay. Don't believe I should say is I'm going to give you that one back. There's no wild cards.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid
They're only extras.
they're only extras.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
That's what I get for trying to. That's what I get for trying to play an adventure card for the first time.
I know it's not fair, is it? I don't think there's any wild cards today. Oh, go on then.
No, it's cool. I suck at doing that anyway. I usually forget. So
he's got 2 adventure cards, didn't he? For his rank, yeah, or 3.
That would be a situation where you just give him the card back, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. I did give him the card back. So yeah. So
hey, can I play? No, go away. Okay, fine. Sorry.
So you've still got 1 play left. However, what I will do. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. No, we'll let you play it.
don't make me a wild. Don't make them wild cards on my account. It's
No. It's not that. I'll let you play it because there is a benefit to it, isn't there? In the fact that you play the card, you immediately draw 3 adventure cards and get to keep 1 of them.
Right.
So you might not be able to play it on a wild card, but I'm going to interpret it as is you play the card and you get to basically, so you get to choose. You got Ace, Dress to Kill, and Hidden Stash. To be honest, I would probably say Ace is the one you want to hold on to.
And then someone was doing a first. What is it?
Yeah,
Roger was doing
Ace-
something.
Ace is definitely the one I want to hold on
Right.
to.
Yeah, you
Okay,
got,
so yeah, so basically, so there you go. The net result is you've still got one card to play, and you've got a new card, if that makes sense.
A new card.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so Chinook, basically Chinook swipes and misses. Okay, so the chattel's the axe, isn't it?
Roger wanted to do something, didn't he?
Did Roger want to do
Well,
something?
someone said first strike or something.
Oh no, that's okay. Okay, that's Roger. You'll interrupt me when you want to come off hold, I assume.
Yes, I will.
And the mounted warrior follows. Okay. I can never remember which is the ranged and which is the
These
non-ranged.
Chinooga Tuscan Raiders, that they're marching single file. Or is that going to be their mount or something? Is it?
C is the Chinook, and N is the Monkar warrior. So yeah. So yeah, actually, unfortunately, they're only armed with melee weapons, so they have to close on you. Himini. So obviously, you can either target the mount or the rider, your choice.
Oh no, sweep both of them.
Technically, you can. However, you will also hit Linda and Jinx.
Unless
Will
you
I?
were to swing around to the side a little bit and then know that.
What? My range is 2, is it? If Linda's three away from me, and Jinx is 2 away from me.
If hover over your token, you can see your reach.
Ah. Even though their range is 3. Okay.
I don't care about that.
Move
It's
to
the
there
token.
and you'll be better off.
Yeah.
Now you
Actually,
can swing
don't.
both.
And then move back so we have clean targeting too.
Okay, go on then. Do your sweep, Himini. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so basically, you use your Chakatl, you slice into the Chinook and swing upwards to hit the Monkar warrior as well. Let's see how your damage goes. Okay, the Chinook's armored hide protects it from the swipe.
Does it? Does it?
You shake it.
I do. Why is it only? I've got to do the second damage now. No? Right, hang on.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, you do not hurt the Monkar warrior.
Can you
shook
move
his
away? Can you move back so you're not in the
Which way do you want me to go?
targeting
This
area
way?
again?
He did. He did.
He did.
Oh, you did. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I see. I
Someone
was just
passed
getting
my
confused.
Shush.
turn. Gonna get a drink back in a sec.
Let's bite Himini. Yes. Let's use a chuckle. And the Tanis axe on Himini. Oh, this hits.
I will interrupt at this point,
Okay.
and I will shoot that Montauk warrior. I will shoot both Montauk warriors. I'm going to do some multi-fire here.
Go for it.
Revolute, Sam.
Monkar, what do you got against Long Island?
I didn't name him.
No. He's saying Montauk, which is a place on Long Island.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They're Monkar warriors.
I'm not real interested in Montauk warriors either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Done.
Montauk's a town at the end of Long Island.
Ah.
The eastern end, right? The western end is part of New York City.
Yeah. You learn all sorts of things when you play with gamers. Oh my word! Look at that.
That was some
Okay, I
exploding
shoot both
dice.
of them off their mounts.
Okay, so that's 2 dead No, you got me doing it now. Moncar warriors. Okay, you basically your gunfire kills off the 2 warriors.
Get
Which
in
means
touch
that
with the tourist board.
means Hibity is no longer targeted. That brings us to Deckard.
Okay. So Deckard is going to move right about here. His base is 6.
Okay.
Somebody needs to close their window.
I just found that I did have sound effects for a desert planet, so I've turned them on.
I will get rid of these as I'm barfing them out. I know. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. No, that's not where I'm putting it, but I can tell that the size is fine. So I'm going to target all of them. And for 5, I'm going to blind them all, hopefully.
Okay.
For 5 power points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to deduct the... Actually, I should do that next, because if I whiff, it's only 1. That succeeds,
Nice.
right?
It does. So that would be the base one. So if you look down at the bottom of the power, that you hit that trait -2 because
Yeah, no, I know.
I apologise. Sorry.
No, I got it. I'm on it. So it's trait -2, and there they go.
There we
And
go.
that should hit them all.
Indeed.
And let me clear the target. So that's me.
How do you? So what? How does your?
So what you
nanites-
see is Deckard runs up, and he just sort of releases those nanobots there, and just they come flying out, those nasty little green things, and they get all in these guys' faces, sort of like puffs of sand, but green sand, and that's that.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, they can't see that their visibility is distinctly affected at this point. Okay.
And Deckard was blind and forgot to pass his turn too. So sorry for that.
That's okay. Did I click it? That's okay.
You did, but it was because I didn't. So
absolutely fine. Okay, I'm going to attack this Hellstrom Industries Marine. So this Chinook literally comes running up, and basically, let's see what happens. Swipes his claws at this Marine, but basically he doesn't have any problems at all. There you go. Oh, it goes on a bit, doesn't it? It goes on a bit. Sounded like it.
Jurassic Park. Was listening to that last night.
It was the mount. Okay, so the Marine Warrior, yes, that Marine Warrior is absolutely fine. However, he might not be when this one gets on top of him as well. That's a hit. Doing. Oh, yeah. Basically, the second Chinook lands on top of the Marine Warrior, pins him down. A huge set of jaws closes over the Marine Warrior's head, and they snap shut.
sucks for him.
Scratch 1 Marine. The Moncar Warrior basically
Rethink that.
the Moncar Warrior desperately tries to get the Chinook to advance further, but it seems to be enjoying its impromptu meal of human Marine and is staying put. Okay. He's going to have to... Okay, so this Marine here is going to fire his... blazer at the Chinook that's just killed his buddy. Missing. This Marine here fires his flechette.
Chakamawi chuktu.
Yeah, flechette.
Is what chuti chuti.
Doesn't critically fail, so that's okay. And this one's going to fire
Zimzimini.
a 10mm HI damnation rifle and hits, doing hardly anything to the armoured foe. That brings us to Jinx.
Alright.
Just use the force Jinx.
Do you have two separate Benny piles for the goodies and the baddies, or do you use the same bennies for both?
Well, individual wildcards get their own bennies. Other than that, any bennies I want to spend come out of a single pile.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Basically, what I can do is I can give the control of the extras to you guys. You control them, but then they don't get bennies at all. So I like to do that if I've got enough NPCs to hand around, so everyone gets one. I tend to do that, but otherwise I just leave it alone.
Well, feel free.
Well, no, it also means I can sort of put them in situations where I can kill off the NPCs in grossly gratuitous, violent manners that basically that basically acts as a warning to the party.
Set the tone.
Exactly. Anyway, Jinx.
The blue shirts.
Indeed.
Jinx, you're up.
Yep, checking distances.
Hurry up! The longer you check distances, the closer they get.
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Ooh, he's buffing the Marines. I'm impressed.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 points.
I'm curious to know what the sound effect is.
Life form detected. Life form detected.
Oh no,
life form detected.
Work anything. So 7 points, and I will drop deflection on Linda and the 3 Marines.
Okay, brilliant. Go for it.
Ooh. Whatever it is, I like it.
That's deflection with a raise. Nice. So that will be the attack -4 deflection. Nicely done.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Except
Thank you.
Except only go to yourself rather than the Marines, but I'm not sure why.
Well,
But that's okay.
supposed to, but you can take it off.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm having fun and games with the clicks today. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it did the others. Yeah, you must have targeted yourself as well by mistake, but that's absolutely fine. And if you want to spend, you can spend the extra point if you want the deflection on yourself. You know. Do you want to spend one?
Isn't that bad.
Pardon?
My parry isn't as bad as the rest of theirs.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Okay, that brings us on to the next Chinook.
Does that mean Linda's invulnerable? What just happened?
Basically, you've got what is the trapping for your shielding?
Turning that thing down is way too loud.
Luck, coincidence.
Yeah, it would just appear things that you could have sworn should have hit you don't seem to for some reason.
Okay.
You shift aside just enough at the right time. Ally bumps you out of the way, stuff like that.
I'm kind of like the Matrix.
The problem is, yes, when you think, oh, that's really cool, it might stop working. Right, okay, so this Chinook's going to attack this Hellstrom Industries Marine. Nope, no critical fail there. Doesn't get to do a Rannick. Okay, that deflection, although very good, might not be enough to save this Marine from this Tannis axe that comes. No, it does. The Tannis axe comes hurtling down, but his armor protects him. That brings us to Morgana.
Yeah, she sees the Marine that she was going to hide behind under attack, so she's going to pull out the M21. How do I do the 3-round burst?
+1 to hit, +1 damage.
Yeah, it's the easy manual way to do it, and just take across off three bullets.
Isn't there just an effect you can type like 3?
Oh no, it's already it's already set up. The M21's already set up with 3-round burst. So if you attack the M21, it will do a 3-round burst.
No, it can do a 3-round burst.
Yes, but as it stands, it will do it as a.
Okay.
It's all. No, Morgana's set hers up to do 3-round burst as standard. Is what I mean.
Why didn't it do it?
It did.
It did.
3-round burst, +1 to hit, +1 damage. Yeah, it's one shooting roll. Gives you +1 to hit, +1 damage, and uses up 3 bullets. It did exactly what it was meant to. Roll for damage. You hit.
Hey, stop. No biting.
We're meant to fight. We've got to fight. We're in the middle of a battle.
No, I said the goddamn cat's biting on the
And then I'm going to duck over here behind these guys.
You want to send the cats into this game? We could use some cats.
Where's Snooks when we need him?
Exactly where he Snooks when you need him. Okay, Chinook Warrior, right. Chinook, oh, he's only rolling 11 inches. Actually, that will still be enough to get him to there. He's going to go for the Hellstrom Industries Marine. There we go. So that's a bite and claw.
Well, every time I hide behind a Marine, something comes after it. This sucks.
Hide behind me.
You got too many beasties next to you.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll be dead in a second.
Okay, yet again, the Marines takes the hit, but seems to be protected by his armor. Okay, and I can't see this one. Why can't I see this one? Oh, because he's not on the map. Oh well, then he's not there. Simple as that. If I forgot to put him on the map, he's not there. That brings us to Marta, who's basically going to fire her Mark IV pistol. Hitting with a raise.
Nice shooting, Marta.
Nothing. Alas. And last but not least, that brings us to Linda Carmichael.
Okay. Linda's going to step forward, and then she's going to unleash havoc in the form of a massive sand blast, I guess, or rock blast, whatever is available.
Sounds reasonable.
And I think to do that, I'm going to place down a template, which would be a medium, I think.
Correct.
Okay. So, like that? I'm not really sure.
Yep.
And now just drag the center point to where you want it.
Yes, if you hover over this, you hover towards the middle of the circle, there should be a single white dot that appears. That that lets you move it to where you want it.
Okay. And
if you move it south just a little bit, then whoever gets thrown is all going to get thrown into that plateau right there. So.
Oh, so like right here.
If you want to be a bit metagamey, you do that. They'll all get because they get blown from the center.
I am trying to learn, so that's some good metagaming right there.
Yeah. I mean, actually, you need to put it there. Thinking about it, because now they're all northwest of the center of it, so they're all going to be blown that way. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Well, that's why I was thinking set it here, and that way there's a shorter distance. Didn't move.
Yeah.
Now
that way there's a shorter distance to blow.
That's okay.
That's just me.
That's just you.
Should I boost it with the strong modifier to make the
never hurts.
Okay, then I'll do that. So, it costs me 2 points plus 1, and I believe that's it. So I'm going to roll right now. Actually, I'm going to take this.
Yeah, strength rolls are made at -2. Yep. I mean, if you want to be
Oh.
really, if you want to be really mean, which is
Yeah.
successful, don't forget it costs you 2 power points, but also the fatigue
Fatigue?
modifier, because that instantly means they're at minus. That's an instant -1 on all their trait rolls for being fatigued.
Okay, I'll do
Which
that.
then
So
means
it'll,
it'll be strength at
That's only
-3.
if they fail to resist being thrown.
Yes, that's the only thing. There's no guarantee it will affect all of them. That's the only thing.
well, go big or go home. So we'll go fatigue. We'll go fatigue as well. So it costs me 5.
Okay, so then the last bit is then basically. So then I'll hit them all with the distraction, so they're fine. So because you made the strength rolls at -2 and they're distracted, they're now making their rolls at -4. That's what's so obscene about the strong version. So if I put -2 in there and I make that a shortcut for my ease, then I can do a strength roll. My word, look at that, D12 strength, and it fails. Okay, so do you want to roll 2d6 to see how far you blow them all from your explosion? Oh yeah, and also I forgot, I meant to turn on that. Don't know if it's going to work. No, didn't make enough noise to make it work properly. Alas, I was hoping that would be more dramatic.
Just give us the T-Rex again. That'll
Well, that's the fact. Yeah, it does bellow in shock as it gets lifted off its feet. Okay, so this one is going to basically travel 6 inches, and it's going to hit that wall and take 5 points of damage, which isn't going to do anything to it, alas. Okay, then the next one down, and it doesn't matter. I've just rolled the wrong one, but that doesn't matter. F4 strength roll. I'll move that one back, and it's actually that one that got knocked up there. Wow, he made it. Okay, so that fails the roll and therefore is fatigued. The Monkar warrior makes it. Okay, this Chinook gets to make a strength check and fails again.
Well,
obviously, the riders will go with them, which means actually they're going to hit the wall anyway, aren't they? Oh, will they get blown off? I wonder. I'm going to rule on that one.
I would almost rule that would be, since their mount is flying, that would almost be the equivalent to them flying. So they'd have a -2 on their resistance.
I think so. I think they're just going to get hit regardless. So let's just roll that damage for all 3 of them. I don't think it's going to affect any of them. Oh, tell a lie. He's shaken. Okay. They still get strength rolls to resist the fatigue, though. Is my interpretation of that. Which he fails. So fatigued. There we go, and that's it. Nicely done. You literally blow all.
Oh, good. I have a question. I have a card called Arcane Spike.
Yes.
Which allows me. I think I have an arcane background. Is that right?
You do.
Yeah, may cast any power available in their setting. How do I use that card? Is that something to double my attack, or is it? Can I use it at any time? How does that work?
Basically, what you need to do is you are a transmuter, which when you click on the link, it doesn't really work for some reason. So if we go to,
he's a breaker. So if you click the breaker, if you click the breaker thing, the box, it'll show you the powers that are available.
Yeah, for some reason the link seems to be broken. That's what I was a bit confused about.
No, it worked fine. I clicked it earlier today when I was looking for my
on his character. I think his might have been imported from thingy.
So I don't know that. Yeah, because I clicked it right there at the top of the power sheet, and it popped just fine. Arcane
background, breaker is there. So
I guess I'm just wondering when I can use that. Can I use it as at the spur of the moment, or do I use it on my turn, or?
You would use it on your
turn,
on your turn, and then you would you cast whatever power you want to cast.
Can I use that to do another attack right now?
No.
No, because you'd have to declare multi-action before.
Oh, okay. So I could have used it, and it would have given me a second attack, but I need to.
No. What it does is I've just shared. See your list of available powers.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what it means is you play that card. You can play any one of those available powers, even though you don't have it on your character sheet.
What he's asking is if he had clicked multi-action, can he cast Can he do 2 spells? And the answer
yes,
is
with
yes.
a multi-action, yes, you can. But my interpretation was when he plays the card, he actually what it lets him do is cast any of his powers, regardless of whether he's learnt it or not.
Right.
Now
it
I get
does.
it.
He was just asking if he could do it here.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
on
didn't
this turn,
understand.
and I was
really trying to figure out what the card was useful for. Now I realize it allows me to cast something I don't normally cast.
Exactly.
Now
that's right.
This card only exists for this combat, correct?
This session.
Oh, this session. Okay. Thank you. I think I'm going to stay where I am. So my turn is over.
No problem. Okay, so it's a new round. Looks like the cards have been dealt, and obviously, again, guys, if you bounce up the initiative list, let me know. Over to you, Roger.
Okay, well these Chinooks seem to be doing a lot more than the Indian dudes. So I think what I'm going
Indian
to do
dudes.
I let that go.
So I think Roger is instead going to turn around here and shoot number 6, Chinook number 6.
Okay, go for it.
Are they still blinded or no?
They will be, yeah. That's a hit with a raise on Chinook number 6.
I will Benny that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Obviously, you take aim and line up your shot and there we go. Yep. You wound a Chinook. It goes down.
Somebody had to.
So that will be a riding roll for number 6, which I forgot to do when the other one got taken out. Riding roll. Nope, he's going to fall prone. He's going to be. He literally collapses with the rout and doesn't jump to safety, and it lands badly on the ground and is currently prone, which means he's got an actual bonus from ranged attacks, but someone who walks up to him will hit him easier. Which, in fact, is exactly what this Marine's going to do. He steps up over here, draws a knife, and stabs him.
Wow.
Hitting. Doing. Oh, go on, just this once. No. Basically, even prone, the Inuk warrior is a formidable fighter and parries the knife thrust. Okay. Actually, this is the problem. They've got ranged weaponry. They're stuck because they're using knives in melee. Okay, he can't do a lot. This one over here is going to fire. Is going to basically take a multi-action and fire the damnation gun twice.
Yeah.
Hitting once.
Where do I find all the breaker powers? Sorry.
What, the list of them or their descriptions?
It would be in the
both
breaker arcane background.
So on the right hand side, the very bottom option character, if you open up, there's powers.
It doesn't tell me on the bottom. It says there's a module I'm attempting to load.
Have you not got them? Have you not?
I've got the player's guide for Lost Colony, and that's it. Is it?
You probably need to load the Savage Worlds Adventures guide. So type in.
I have that too. I'm sorry. I only have one. I have that, the adventure deck, and the player guide for Lost Colony.
That should be all you need.
Okay, well, no problem. I'll keep looking.
What are you clicking on for it not to work?
I was clicking on the arcane background.
Oh.
My edge arcane background.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure why that isn't working. If I'm honest, we'll have to sort that one out for you. Hang on, where's your character sheet? Arcane background. Let's delete that off. There's your arcane Oh, because it isn't. It's an edge, not. Yes, I know why. I think they broke it when they changed it. Can we add it as a? You can't add arcane background. Oh no! I'll tell you why. What you have to do is right on your powers tab. There's a breaker link. If you click on that, that gives you your arcane background.
On my power tab, there's a breaker there.
Because they check. Yeah, basically it got broken.
Okay.
It got
I get that.
It got
that
broken.
Works.
Yeah, it got broken by the fact that it got broken by the fact that arcane backgrounds changed after I made this rule set. I suspect so it's something I'll probably have to look into. Right. In the meantime, this Chinook warrior goes down, which means the warrior on the back is shaken, so he's not going to be able to do anything about it. He's literally going to get knocked prone and he's actually going to take falling damage. Unlike the other guy.
The fix for that in the Lankmar thread.
For what?
For that arcane background shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay, who's next? Morgana.
Yeah, and he just fell, and his mount is gone now, and I already shook him once, so let's see if we can do this again.
Is that a drop down or a wall?
Miss with a 6?
He's lying prone.
I'll Benny it one time.
What the hell's a /DMGF +4?
DM's guide. Fart. I think it could be a typo.
Fart.
Yeah, she don't like this shooting. She's gonna duck around here being.
Oh, I tell you what. Tell a lie. I know what it is. Okay, so you shot.
I shot.
I see a typo. It was a typo on this thing. So I'm giving you Benny back because I think you hit. Let's find out. You were using your 3-round burst. Right. Prone is not +4. Why is it giving a +4 to prone? Prone is +2, isn't it? Anyway, you hit. Roll. I'm sure certain prones -2, not plus. You know what I mean? I have to check it now. For now, you hit. Roll for damage. Prone. Oh no, range attacks are -4.
Yeah.
I take it back. Oh well. You kill him anyway, because
it's cover +4 in it. Yeah.
Well, I ducked around these guys. If I'd have missed him, I was ducking around these guys because I don't like this stuff.
No problem at all. That brings us to Jiminy.
Token lock on. You got gridlock, so I've got to snap to grids.
There you go.
Now, if I go there, I think I can hit at least 3 of them, can't I? Yeah, because the
yeah, no.
yeah, I've got the Chinook and then the Chinook and the Monkar, and then so the two below me and the one above me I can hit, can't I?
Yes. So I misunderstood you. Yes, because the Monkar's sitting on top of the Chinook. Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant 3 Chinooks, but yes.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill. I want to tame one of the Chinooks and use it as a horse. Or a mount. Yeah.
I'm sure you could probably do that back in one, but be my guest.
That is a terrible roll, and I'm not going to take it. Well, that's even worse. I've got it landed and it still didn't work right. I was like, see, that's better. See?
It's the last thing it ever says, I think, like, judging by that damage. Oh dear. Okay. So, so you incapacitate one Chinook, which doesn't have a rider. You don't hurt the second one, and you incapacitate the rider. You knock the rider off his Chinook. There we go. And then you move to there. Means Chinook number 5 gets a free attack on you because you moved.
I don't mind. He earned it.
Okay, that brings us to Deckard.
All right. Well, Deckard.
It's Deckard.
We'll move up next to this Chinook here.
Okie doke. Ah.
And is going to actually, I don't want to be next to him. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm sorry. Can I take that movement back?
I'll be nice. There you go.
Perfect. And then he's just going to bolt him. And upcast for damage.
Okay. Okay, so what's the trapping for when you bolt people then?
So it's again just shooting out those nanobots, but they just come out in like a straight kind of damn near like visually solid straight line, and they just come, those little nanobots come straight out and zap this thing. And
I was thinking they're probably constructing out the particle matter in the air into a solid object and go for damage.
oh wow, okay, well yeah, I had,
Well, except that they can't make anymore; they can only break.
Oh, they can only break. Good point. I forgot. Sorry, they're breakers, not transmuters. I was reading something the other day, so I apologise. In that case, yeah, you just hit them and they start deconstructing whatever they hit. Much more sensible. Roll for damage, which is really worrying because that means there's no visual element because they're too small to see. Alas, obviously, whatever this Chinook armor is obviously a bit resistant to nanobots.
okay, I'm bennying that.
Go for it. Oh, I
Yes.
get the impression that I was completely mistaken, and they actually just chew straight through the armor, through the Chinook, and out the other side.
There we go. And I would end my turn, but you did it for me, so.
I haven't yet.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. That brings us to Jinx.
Okay, that's the area is cleared. The warriors are all just melee weapons, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice. You turned the M on its side for prone.
Brings back to the good old days. I'm sure I've told you before, back in the old days, before I had any pretty tokens for everything, and I just used the letters for all the monsters. When they were dead, I'd turn them upside down, until one day where they were fighting that giant octopus, and they were going, "Oh my god, it won't die!"
Well,
Hey. Quick question, Kevin. Linda has the hesitant hindrance, and I remember there was some sort of metagame thing. What was the complement thing that made hesitant?
Calculating.
Calculating. Thank you.
Yep. You can ignore up to 2 points of penalties on one action. That includes multi-action, cover, range, or even wound penalties. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to. I will curse them out several times over and attempt to lower their strength.
Okie dokie. Interesting. Good move. I always think of strength of what I would say from a better gaming perspective. And I always forget it is lowering people's vigor's quite nice because it takes their toughness down as well. It means they're easier to hurt, but obviously lowering
Yeah.
strength means they do less damage, which is equally valuable. Okay, so boost ally costs 2 power points, has
I'm gonna
additional
try
recipe,
to
so that's
put
absolutely
him-
fine. Yep. I mean, with the 5, you're going to take them both down by 1 die each, so that's successful.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of bennies.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so you can hit them with the.
And I also cast it with strong, so this will be at a -2 for them to try and take it off.
Okie dokie. So you cast it as strong, additional spirit rock -2, so that's lower trait. So if I hit that button, it'll target both of them. There it goes. And then
I'm
I
hitting
need
all 3 of them on Power Warriors.
-2 and -2, and you're doing it to strength, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll just stick with strength. They don't seem that. I think
There
they
we
didn't
go.
seem that hard to hurt. Just
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I'm just saying it's something I always forget. No problem. If you want to move, please do so. Otherwise, please end your turn. There's a couple of Chinooks left, so I can still get to do this. Okay, this one is distracted and all sorts. So he's still got a warrior on him, so he is fatigued and distracted. He's coming down here and he's going to eat Deckard, or at least try to. No! What actually happens is he's that distracted as he comes running across. He fails to notice a rocky area and just goes sliding across on the ground. Basically trips over, sending himself flying and going prone. And and his rider will attempt to not be thrown from his Chinook. He doesn't critically fail, but he fails, and therefore he gets thrown off the Chinook and he lands there prone. And
Beautiful.
he will DMG does 1d6 +1. Taking minimal damage as he obviously lands on some nice soft sand. At which point it is his go. That was the wrong one, but that's okay. Somehow got the two of them mixed up, so he's actually fine over there. This is the prone one. So he's going to have to get up for 2 inches of movement, and then he's going to move to there for 4 inches of movement, so he's no longer prone. He's very upset, I believe. I haven't checked their stats. No. So he doesn't. He's just going to use his. He's going to basically use his Tannis axe on Jiminy, Himini, I should say, and miss. That brings us to number 7, who's also distracted. He is attempting to come down here and bite Deckard. But he misses.
With
But
a
he
whiff.
doesn't critically fail. His rider recovers from being shaken. No, that whole recovering from the havoc thing is leaving him spinning, and all he can do is hold on to the vehicle. His Chinook. That brings us to Linda. wrong spelling of Chinook there. Linda.
Chinook with a V.
Indeed. Was that a helicopter rather than that? Go for it.
Okay.
You appear to have targeted lots of interesting-looking fellows.
Oh, have I? Let's see. Oh, those are the same ones I had targeted before.
Okay.
Linda, Linda's thinking about doing Banshee's Howl. Would that make much sense? It lasts for 5 rounds or something.
Sounds
turn.
impressive.
But it could be used on a vehicle, so I'm thinking maybe it'd be useful later. I don't know.
It focuses the turbulent winds into a violent storm that disrupts the shaman's foes. The Anuk call such clouds a oh my word! I can't.
Tornado.
With success, you place a last blast template anywhere within range. Anyone touched by the template is distracted and vulnerable with a raise. It's like
I apologize.
It's a havoc on steroids.
Okay,
Pretty
let's
much
do that.
is, yeah.
So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make it selective so that let's see if I need to make it selective. I assume I'm doing a large burst.
You're doing a large burst template, yeah.
Thought I asked
Basically, it doesn't throw them, but it's a guarantee. They don't get to resist it. It's a guaranteed vulnerable and distraction. My word, that's a nice spell.
I'm trying to do it, but it's not giving me the draw large burst when I ask for it.
So you go to pointers,
you got to drag it.
Go to draw large, and then hold down and move the mouse slightly to the left or something to actually draw it out.
There it is.
This is annoying. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And now find the middle spot, and then you can drag it accordingly.
I think I want to do it about there, but I want to add this. Can I do selective on this thing?
Yes, you can.
Maybe I can. Okay. So I'm going to do selective. So I think that costs. It doesn't say I can.
No, again, I tell you what this is. Again, this is going to be a case of the rule set predating. This is of a thing. Basically, we went. Aki and I went through all the powers and we added all the modifiers in. So possibly I should go back and do it all for the band.
So if I do havoc and I do selection, it should cost me another +1.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Because selective is a generic. Selective is a modifier that can be applied to any power.
Okay, I'm doing selective on this. It cost me a total of 6.
Yep.
And do I need to roll anything, or it just happened?
It will just happen. It will just happen. So there.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure I have range. Sorry. Spirit. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And that's distracted and vulnerable. That one's.
Then power points.
6 power points?
No, make sure you have enough power points.
I do. I just wanted. I thought you were telling me how many it costs. I think it costs 6.
It costs 6. Yeah.
Yep. 5 + 1. So that's what I do. So everybody except Deckard and Himini are affected by it.
Very much so. That's a very nice. It's a nice power, that one.
Oh,
and also
I need to. Do you need me to toss the card in the thing? There we go.
I knew you were using it, but yeah, you do need to toss the card. Yeah. I like it. That's a nice power, actually. It might be one you want to. And also, rather in keeping with the fact you were casting havoc, how you find out in the middle of the desert. Yeah, I like it.
I found a deeper connection to the whatever breaker ability.
Indeed, very much so.
Actually, isn't that a banshee ability?
It is actually. It's an Anuk ability.
Yeah. It's a deeper connection to the planet. About damn.
Yes. And pardon my pronunciation for the tornado to go.
I gave you a Benny because you attempted it and I didn't.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Monkar Warrior number 6 is over here. He is prone, and he has had his strength flowing. So he stands up for 2 inches of movement, and then he is going to attack the HI Marine, missing because of the deflection. That brings us to Marta, who's going to fire her pistol at the Monkar Warrior. And she doesn't miss because the guy shouldn't be prone anymore. So that makes it +4. That's a hit. She does. She basically shoots the Monkar Warrior and it drops. That brings us to Chinook number 5. There's Chinook number 5. He's vulnerable, distracted, and blind. Hence the fact he's very annoyed. On smell alone, he heads over here. tries to bite this marine and fails. He gets to make a spirit check at -2, a vigor check at -2 to shake off the blindness, which he fails completely. That is the end of the round and the start of the next round. Linda Carmichael gets everyone bennies.
Excellent. Well done, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
So, do I maintain this power, or do I just let it? Do I need to do anything of Banshee's Howl?
I think it's a one and done.
Okay.
Or if it's rounds, it would be on the tracker anyway.
Well,
It's duration 5.
That's what I'm wondering. Oh, right, yes. It's no. You need to put it back.
I need to put it. Oh, I need to put the thing back.
Yeah,
Oh.
put the medium burst template back.
Oh, okay. Here.
You missed the last paragraph. Once per turn, you may move the storm up to 12 inches each round as a free action.
Oh.
Because you made it selective, it stays selective. So obviously, the point being is you can obviously you can't affect people that are already affected, but you can affect ones that aren't already affected.
So,
maybe.
It's not really letting me. I can't. Oh wait, there it is. It's just so tiny, I didn't see it. So
Yeah.
it was like right about here, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it was about there.
One of them moved out of the way. Is that fair? Is that what they can do? Could he?
I'll come and see the dog when I finish playing games.
That one wasn't affected. So what I'm saying, obviously,
No,
the other one
was
affected, and Sam is playing Star Wars.
Yeah, Chinook 5 was everybody was in the circle. Everybody in this half of the board was in the circle.
Yeah, but that's it. Distracted and vulnerability only lasts around. So the point is, if you move it now, you hit him again. He's instantly distracted and vulnerable again.
Okay, and I can continue being selective about who it hits?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, you paid the extra power point to be selective about who it hits. So you can move it up to 12 inches wherever you like. So it's quite nice. Once you cast it, you just move it around, making people vulnerable all the time. It's an obscenely powerful spell.
Okay, should I just leave it? So what's my strategy? Leave it where it is or move it to other people? I think I'll leave it where it is for now. And I'll just, actually, what I'll do is I'll move it like this, so that if anybody comes in range, they're more likely to get affected by it.
That's absolutely fine. Yep, that's absolutely fine.
Is that my turn, or do I get to do something?
That's a free action. That's
a free action.
What's a free action?
Okay. Then I'm going to blast. I'm going to go over here.
I'll just put
I'm going to live on the edge. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to do a Havoc again. Let's see. Okay. So to do Havoc, I have to have the points. So you
can spend some bennies to get 5.
I'm going to spend a Benny.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. There we go. So do this.
That's okay.
Do this. There we go.
Perfect. There you go. You spend a Benny
then
to
I'm going to do
Havoc.
Points. Do this. I think last time it cost me select strong +1. And that's it. Oh, fatigue +2, so that's 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So I'm back down to where I was a moment ago. And then I'm going to blast these guys. Let's see, so I'm just building up the templates here.
Indeed. Well, I'm just going to say, I was just going to be nice and put one on so we could tell the difference. I reckon.
Okay, well, why? I was just going to do it like that.
Okay. So, I'll get rid of mine.
And then that's it.
Okay, so that's going to hit that one. So that will be.
Oh! I'm sorry. I meant I wanted to blow them back against the wall. So, the metagame, I need to do it this way. I guess I'll. Oh, that's kind of painful. They were clumped together better before. I'll do it like this.
Go on. I'll let you position. Yep, no, that's a good call because that's a very good call, and I'll show you one in a sec.
Do I need to select Deckard out of it? Do I need to add one for Deckard?
You need it to be selective to not affect Deckard, yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so the Monkar Warrior is shaking. Roll 2d6.
2d6.
For how far you'll have it blast them. That's okay.
I got too many windows in the way. we
I can
go.
do it for you if you want, but
I
obviously
think I did it.
I didn't see it. So
Oh, the 6 didn't land in the thing. That's annoying. Oh, they're both landing off. Damn it. What the hell is that? How come they land
there you
off?
go. Oh, there you go. You've done it. Wonderful. I got a
Yeah, but
6 and you got a 6. There we go.
oh,
Okay,
it
so
got this.
he's going to
No,
go
I
over.
had. Oh
Yeah,
well,
don't worry,
whatever.
don't worry. I was trying to be helpful. Okay,
No
so
floating
he
dice.
goes flying over there. He's already distracted. He's fatigued, and that's fine. Then this one here, the Chinook. Where's the Chinook? There we go. He gets to make a strength roll. He's distracted. Oh, you did it extra strong. Okay, so he's affected. So he now takes a 2nd point of fatigue, and is going due north, which basically means he's going to hit there. He's going to take nothing of much import. And last but not least, the last Chinook over here has to make a strength roll at -2 with fatigue and distraction all kicking in, and he's really fails that. Let's see if he critically failed it. He doesn't. He is going to be blown 6 inches. He just doesn't hit the wall then, but he's over there, and he is fatigued, so he's affected by that. There we go. And now let's see. That one disappears. The other one maintains.
Okay.
And when you're happy, end your turn. There we go. Right. Chinook number 2 is very upset, feels a bit nauseous, and is lying on the ground. So he's going to get up, so he's no longer prone. He should be distracted because you just hit him with a thingy, but it turned itself off, so I'll turn it back on. He is then going to come straight towards you and try and eat your face off.
What?
Don't worry,
Should have stayed in this.
he's got so many modifiers on him. The odds of him actually hitting you were lower than he was -4. But anyway, it's breathing on you and it smells very unpleasant. Okay, Moncar Warrior number 2.
I yell out to everybody, step in the storm. Get in the storm. Protect yourself.
Okay, that brings us to Deckard.
All right.
Hang on. Sorry, Moncar Warrior is still in the storm, so I need to return on the fact he's distracted and vulnerable. Okay, Deckard, over to you.
Okay, so Deckard is going to. Oh, sorry, too much stuff going on.
Make a cool token for Banshee Howl now. Oh, but then you won't be able to move it. Oh, well.
We'll move back there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to yell, stay in the storm.
I'm technically in it still, I think, but
You are technically, yeah.
You want anybody attacking you to be in it.
yep. Well, it looks like I'm only getting those 2. Do I have to selective that? Or am I just missing tokens?
Yeah, no. You're hitting Jiminy, and that's a selective.
See, this is why I use round tokens.
If you were to step forward a little bit, though, it would be a little bit narrower.
That's true.
This
Yeah,
is true.
stay in the storm.
Well, I'm in the storm, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, I'll move it.
Yeah, you can just step closer to them and it'll work.
Go on, I'll count that as not needing select. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. You definitely don't need selective then.
Okay, and then burst for pump for extra damage here.
Okay. To my mind, it's not about it's if you're close enough to him, because don't forget, combat is very fluid. They're not standing still. So if the interpretation I have is just because they're right on the edge of the lines. They're not now, but you know what I mean. Maybe they moved in just as you cast it. So go for it. Pump that spell and hit them hard.
Yeah, and I just need to.
As it all goes flying out in a cone.
Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, 1. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Targeting that one and targeting.
No,
that
yeah,
one.
no, it's
okay.
It's not the targeting. I didn't. I should have. I should have created the sub attack when I took it, and I didn't.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay. And then I tried to drag dice into the thing, and it wasn't working. That's what I was.
No problem at all. Right, go on then.
Okay, so yeah, where am I here? So did you target him? I didn't look.
Yeah, I did target them for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And that's getting bennied.
Okay.
And that's getting bennied.
It's interesting. You're rolling it as I'm typing it. It definitely picks up whatever it is when I roll it at the time.
And that's getting bennied. Oh, for fuck's sake. That hits, right? Yeah.
Looks like it does. Oh, that looks
hang on,
good.
hang on, 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 hang on.
I think he's saying, hang on.
1, 2, 3. Deckard. 1, 2, 3. It's treating ranged attacks as against their parry. You only needed a 4 to hit them.
Oh, so I get those bennies back. My bad.
Yep. That's okay.
I guess the damage still hits, right? Or
oh yeah, the damage still applies. So you incapacitate the one with the first, and then roll for the second.
Bollocks.
Roll damage again. Shake them on card. Do you want to re-roll the damage? There you go. That puts him down.
Nice.
and
Nice. Wow. Awesome.
Oh, for God's sake.
No problem. I appreciate the effort there. So, Jinx.
Okay. Not really much I can do. So at this point, I'm going to cheer on Himini and somebody else. Morgana, I guess.
Thanks.
Very well. We'll value that. All right, so at least Himini will get a +2 to a +2. Oh wait, I have
Interesting.
I have reliable. I didn't need to spend a penny.
Give it back then. It's your free reroll, doesn't it?
But yeah, I'll support just Himini. I guess we'll get the +2 support roll.
Okie dokie. So, how are you using performance to help Himini?
I'll just cheer him on, kick his ass, rip their fangs out.
Okay. I'm intrigued on what dance routine you use, because performance is sort of musical instruments, acting, or performance. I think you meant to roll persuasion. That's okay.
It's more like psychotherapy. Let his aggressions out.
Exactly, yeah, no problem. I just found it rather amusing. Okie dokie. That brings us to Himini, who yeah, you get +2 bonus. It was a raise.
He won with the storm.
Go
for it. Oh.
Wow. Was I supposed to get a bonus on that, was I?
+2.
Trait roll was natural 1 though.
All right, vulnerable plus. Oh, he's vulnerable. Yeah, but I thought I got a support roll.
You did. It gives you a +2, which means it was a
Oh,
hit.
he's made him vulnerable. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm not seeing a +2. I'm seeing that the thing I'm
No,
hitting is vulnerable.
You have to put a manual +2 on yourself.
Ah,
Because you can add it to any skill you want. So it's
It's on whatever trait. It's on whatever you use. So you used fighting, so you got +2 when you're fighting. He uses a lad as well to get another +2 on top of the +2, on top of the +2 for vulnerable. Very nice. Roll for damage. And now he gets a 10.
Nice.
Okay, that's the last of the Monkar warriors
I'll
down.
do a little dance now.
Back into the storm.
Just leaves the Chinooks left.
If you have the move, step back into the storm.
This one's getting.
I
too-
don't think I have the move. I used all my pace already.
Oh, okay. I got stuck outside too.
Morgana.
I dropped the attack and it didn't work.
Doing that Anook jig used up all the extra.
Probably because it's on the edge of the circle.
Ooh, something looks good.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not liking these things.
Yep, 3-round burst into the side of the Chinook. See if it does any good to it. Oh, that looks like this is going to be the end of this one. Yeah, you obviously literally put 3 rounds into its skull. It literally just drops like a stone.
And then I'm going
Nice.
to stay here hiding behind everybody else because it's like I don't like these things. I'm supposed
Okay.
to fix things, not destroy them.
Do we just have one left?
Indeed. First, right, this Marine moves to their opening, firing as he goes, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature. This one moves to there, firing as it goes. Doesn't have any effect on the creature. And this guy here, well, he's going to ignore the fact he's in hand to hand and attempt to shoot it at short point blank range. And yeah, he puts it down. He literally shoots it, and it all goes quiet.
So I can disperse the Banshee's howl.
You can indeed, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'll do. Assuming everything looks safe.
It does indeed. So there we go. It would appear you have fought off an ambush of very feral Unooks there. Obviously, Martyr's a little shaken up. Thanks you for your help. The other Marines take a defensive position around her.
Linda's gonna comfort Marta.
Bumblebee tuna.
And after that traumatic experience, Linda is going to play the love interest card.
And you already played one card
Johnny's
this
got
action,
a dog
so you
as well as a
can't play
cat.
anymore.
I
I'm
brought a
afraid.
dog round. Wants to show it
Okay,
to me.
I'll wait.
I'll have a look later. Thanks.
I'm still gonna comfort her.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I like it though. That's absolutely fine. Okay, I'll leave you on this map, but you head on, so that's okay. The twisting route.
Most of you probably hear at some point Roger saying something about those are Marines. Almost glad I didn't make it into HI.
Yeah, they are. They did have some unfortunate rolls there. The twisting route you are forced to take eventually brings you out a short distance behind the ship's final resting place. It would appear the Unity gouged a 30-foot deep trench, nearly a mile long, as it ploughed into the surface of the planet. The furrow is littered with debris, and the entire sections are ripped from the vessel during the crash. The ship remains at the end of the unnatural canyon. Most of its hull was destroyed during entry into Banshee's atmosphere, and even more was lost when it impacted with the surface. What remains looks more like a gutted skeleton of some vast predator than the most advanced space vehicle humanity has ever built.
Excellent. Let's check it out.
Trying to see if I get any interesting sound effects.
You stay here, Mom. We'll check it out.
Okay, checking her equipment again. She leads you to a rear section of the ship. Okay, where's that? I've got that somewhere. I actually made a map, as opposed to that one where I basically took someone else's map. I made a map. Crash wreckage. I didn't put. I forgot to put. I didn't put the. I didn't put the gouge in because I forgot to do it. But hey ho. So we'll put the party on the map like so, and then zoom you in.
Don't forget Jinx.
It should be there. All right, and then let's reposition you because I put you in the wrong place. With the
I
Marines.
still have the old map, but just with Jinx on it.
Oh, that's intriguing. I'm not sure why Jinx is still on the old map, but that's okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. This is a big map.
So you guys are approaching. This is literally some section that seems to have sort of this section here seems to be sort of detached from some of the other wreckage and flown over here. Is my excuse for how the map looks.
My map is still populated. I'm seeing. At first, it was tundra. Now it's got stuff on it.
Yep. I think I've synced the view as well, so hopefully you can see where I can see. So yeah. So it looks like this was part of the rear of the ship. I shall unlock tokens at this point because you can move. And basically, there appears to be a hatch up ahead, and that's where Marta see what.
So what's up with the ring around us? Oh,
Is that the green
somebody's-
ring when you click on yourself? Yeah.
No. Like some people have like a ring going around them.
I think it's whoever you click on at the time.
No, I was watching
if
him
you're
move.
looking at the HI Marine, that means
I'm looking
it's
at
his
the
action.
shadow. No, I'm looking at the shadow, like a bigger ring, not the green rings. There's like a shadow that some
don't
people
know.
have following them.
People are sort of going to run all over
Oh,
the place.
what you may be seeing is the range.
No, because it's not a ring; it's a box.
No, but ours is a box. No, I got that part. It's the what happened?
Well, the Marine is highlighted because he's the current actor in the combat.
No,
frame.
I that's not what I was referring to. I was referring to there was like a shadow.
Did it just
like
go?
that shadow that I just pointed to, like that was moving
Yep,
with somebody.
can't see any shadow there at all.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing things. Get more sleep.
Just laid into too much LSD today.
Could be an artifact or a fun feature of the line of sight. Who knows?
An artifact from past behavior. Him and hit it on the head.
So
shit creeps up at the weirdest of times, man. Decades later.
Marta advances to the hatch over here, and she attaches some sort of equipment to it and presses a few buttons here and there, and the door.
Linda's looking over her shoulder and just trying to learn from her and make small talk.
Okie dokie. So, yep. So basically, this map's a bit too big with a description and everything. This appears to be the engineering section of the ship, which basically, obviously, people will unlock. I shall unlock the tokens so you can maneuver inside the ship area, and then I'll sort of, just because it's easy to get you all inside it, and then obviously, rather than you having to worry about lock tokens, as it were. Now, once everyone's inside, then that's fine. I can Again, for ease. So then if I go to assets, what I want to do right now is...
Is there any power? I'm not. I'm just asking. Or did the door open using power?
Yeah, basically there seemed to be some sort of power left because it opened when she clicked on it. So, okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of artistic license. So bear with me a second, guys. I need to make that.
What?
Need to make that red. Need to make it. Oh, that didn't work. I need to click on it. Why didn't that make it red? That was meant to be red. Oh, because I clicked the wrong thing and made the wrong thing red. There we go. I thought the whole point of this stuff was you can... Right, let's try it a different way then. Painting mode. Put it in as a paintbrush. Then set the tint to red into blood red because it's meant to be blood red, and it still didn't do it. You know, sometimes I really don't understand why stuff doesn't work the way it's meant to. Okay.
What colour is it in the first place?
Black. That's probably the problem.
Probably the problem.
Yeah.
It's additive colour in it.
We're not going to say user error.
No, it probably is black because it's additive colour in it.
It is additive colour. Yeah, that is.
Just don't tell the computer that it doesn't work.
If I do that, however, if I do that and then
set the transparency lower and see what happens then. And
then go back to there and turn that off. There we go.
Lovely.
So you can see it. Because you can see it there without me. Obviously, I have to turn the ambient light on again afterwards, so you can actually see. But you know what I mean. You get the idea.
Well, we can see anyway.
There you go.
We can see anyway.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, we've got torches and stuff, haven't we? So.
Hang on.
Some of us do.
Ambient light.
All the PCs do. The NPCs didn't.
Let's just turn it off, and there you go. Then it looks like that. Then. So.
Okay, that's scary.
Okay, it's an unimpressive room with control panels, fusion reactors, now offline, but there's obviously some slight power left. Basically, obviously the descriptions compared of the adventure to my map are slightly different, but that's okay. So there's a steel pedestal in the middle of what's meant to be a blood red pentagram, permanently inscribed in the floor. Atop the pedestal sits a deep crimson cube nearly 4 feet across. Weird black lines crisscross its surface like veins. In one corner lies the desiccated corpse of a human dressed in a mismatched set of ragged clothing. In the corner.
Can you put that description in the log?
No.
Oh, you can't. Could you read it again, please?
Hang on.
It's a Sahedron rune.
Okay, give me a second. RPG systems. This is where I'm beginning to appreciate the fact that Builder makes non-read-only reference manuals, except it does everything else inferior to Swell. What I really want is Swell to work with Builder, and I'll be a happy bunny again.
Boy, do I wish that those weren't read-only, because it would be so nice to be able to copy and.
The new ones built using the Builder option aren't read-only.
So when are you redoing the Rune Lords? I'm kidding.
I ain't. Trust me.
I don't blame you. I
don't think they can be anything but read only, can they? If they're ISO stuff.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that's why I've done all the room encounters as story rather than reference manual, because you can edit story, you can't edit reference manual.
Amen. But I know I hear that, but there's some of those things you're running into one right now, like the idea that like sometimes like someone wants to hear something and I just assume copy.
Yes. No. Yeah. No. I don't disagree. I am just desperately trying to find the PDF.
which is exactly what I've done. Was using the old PDF like that where the stuff was sourced from like years ago.
If you could just read it again, that would be good enough.
Yeah, but if I put it in the thingy, it's there. Okay, so yeah. Okay. In the center of the room is a steel pedestal in the middle of a blood red pentagram, permanently inscribed upon the floor. Here we go. Hand tool. Oh, permanently inscribed upon the floor. Atop the pedestal sits a deep crimson cube nearly 4 feet across. Weird black lines crisscross its surface like veins. Okay. In the center of the room, crisscross it like veins. And then I just do...
So that red glowy thing is the pentagram, is it?
It's meant to be. It's meant to be the whole thing, yeah.
And there's a body in the middle of that.
Then, okay. In one corner lies the... Yeah.
This took a turn.
The red thing is a pedestal plus a crimson cube plus black lines plus a body and a desiccated body inside it.
No, which corner's the body in?
I think it's in the cube.
No. The body's lying in the... I think it's badly phrased. I think the body's lying in the corner of the room. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say that. In one corner... Well, I mean, you can't fit inside the 4 foot cube.
In the center of the room is a blah, blah, blah.
Yes,
and then...
in one corner. So in one corner of the room. So I'm just going to... Because obviously my map doesn't... Because my map doesn't follow... They don't provide a map for this, so I've made a map. The body's over there in the corner of that... By that... in that corner there.
Okay. Well, I think Linda's going to check out the desiccated body.
Okay.
And do some investigating. Is there anything you want her to roll by any chance?
That's absolutely fine. I'm going to... This won't be so much desiccated as sort of a bit... But there you go. There's one desiccated... Stamp it. There's one desiccated body. There you go.
Do you want me to roll? Do you want Linda to roll anything?
No. It's absolutely fine. Okay. There's absolutely fine. I don't think there's much funny. Okay, I need to put back into game mode. Marta seems absolutely fascinated on the cube and staring around it. What does everyone else want to do? It's unlocked token, so you can move around. She seems to be running all sorts of interesting scans and stuff.
This big square thing in the middle, that's some of the equipment, right?
Yeah. It's probably a hatch or something that it's damaged and won't open.
Well, then she's going to come over and take a look at the...
Yeah, those shadows I was seeing were definitely light token artifacts on the players.
Yeah. Oh, yes, probably. Yeah. Fair enough.
There's a locked door over there.
They were token artifacts?
Light token artifacts. Because the artifacts caused by the fact that you all have illuminated torches conflicting with the ambient light.
Oh, I thought he meant too much marijuana token.
So,
that's why it was light token.
I'm too square to get that sort of stuff, I'm afraid.
Me too.
Back in my teenage years, I was most annoyed when my mate kept smoking interesting stuff and never invited me to come over when he had any. But that's being young and irresponsible.
Did the lighting just move, or we just added more lighting, so the red is not as clear?
I think, because your torches override. It's where the lighting doesn't blend; it overrides it. So, I should point out, as you're walking around this place, you can't help feel that something is definitely wrong. Okay. As you got closer, the all you noticed around the area, around the ship, was there basically weed. The whole area was full of weeds, but but everything else all other plant life seemed to be withering and died. When you look in areas of the ship, you're not sure if you're looking at rust or blood, and a palpable sense of danger permeates the air.
So
And
what
every
did you?
so often, out of the corner of your eye, the shadows seem to move as if they're coming closer towards you. But when you look, they move back to where they were.
Ah, definitely acid. Linda, what did you find on that desiccated corpse?
As far as I know, I couldn't
Absolutely
find
nothing. No, it's
anything out
just
of the ordinary.
no. Okay.
Did it?
Basically, Marta's sort of scanning all sorts of stuff. She seems quite interested in everything else as she's looking around and obviously noticing you not wandering around, and sort of she seems to be getting a little tetchy, well, not tetchy, but distracted by you. And so she suggests that maybe what you should really do is explore the rest of the ship. That is, of course, unless anyone wants to have a closer look at the token.
Linda,
The square.
Linda wants to make some small talk and say, "What do you make of this bizarre cube?"
She goes, "Well, that's what I'm here to find out. Look, see, why don't you see if you can excavate any more of the ship, find anything else that's interesting?"
Well, I could do that. I wouldn't mind learning from you and see how you get your work done.
I need to work now.
Like...
We could talk later. Why don't you investigate the rest of the ship?
Okay, but say you want to get rid of us, but you've got three Marines, and one of them already got eaten, and you want us to leave you, these three incompetent Marines.
At this point, the Marines seem to take insult to that and start hustling you towards the door over here. It goes, look. I mean, are you all incapable of opening a locked door? Is that the issue?
Well,
if you want to leave, you want us to leave you, we can do that. You know, I mean, you did hire us to come here, but yeah, open the door for us and we'll go.
Well, she's saying, why don't you explore the rest of it? There might be stuff of more interest. So she comes over, again, wires something up, clicks into it. The door unlocks, and she goes, "Now, please leave me to my studies," and lets the door open.
Marta, is there anything specific that we should be looking for that you want us to look for?
And
I have confidence.
I have
confidence in your. I have confidence in your abilities, expertise to find anything of historical import and interest.
Okay. We'll see you in a few minutes, or however long it takes to explore. I assume the ship is huge, right?
Oh yeah, this is only just one section of it.
So it's like several football field size, or several mile size, or.
This is an interstellar ship.
Large cruise liners. It was the description that was given.
Yes, as large as an old Earth cruise liner.
I've never been on an old Earth cruise liner.
Neither have I.
But I don't know how big it is.
Like 5 times bigger than Titanic.
Okay. So smaller than an oil tanker.
Which I've never been on. Hang on, let's see if I've...
Probably bigger than an oil tanker, yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's load up.
I don't think the Titanic's so big compared to today's ships.
Let's load up the
Titanic was small, so yeah. Compared to today's ships.
There's a whole adventure set on... There's a whole 97-page adventure set on this for Deadlands Classic. Just see if there's anything about the ship.
What, on the Titanic?
No, the Unity.
This is the Titanic.
Well, it crashed, didn't it? Mind you, actually, it starts on Earth. Actually, the whole point of this adventure, it was written to be a Deadlands Hell on Earth adventure that got you out to Banshee. It was the adventure was written to link the two settings together, and this adventure, not the adventure you're playing now, the one I'm trying to look through at the moment with the Unity in it, actually link the two, how it started, the spaceport. I'm trying to find the adventure, but I can't. I'll blast off. I don't know, but it's big. You might have to Google how big an ocean liner is. The Unity. Here we go. Reckoning. Far away. The Unity. Doesn't say.
It's like the Firefly, but different.
It's got to be bigger than that. Our ship's like a Firefly.
Yeah, your ship's the Firefly. Okay. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm just trying to get a sense of how long it'll take us to explore.
Oh, no, only bit of it, you know.
Yeah, we're not exploring the whole thing. We're just exploring this chunk.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
Queen Mary 2 type tonnage displacement length 1,132 feet.
Oh, that's not that big. That's relatively tiny.
It is for a spaceship.
Well, not if you're traveling for years at a time or traveling across multiple galaxies.
Well, that was the point. It didn't. It had interstellar capability. It was the only ship with interstellar capability.
This is the ship that had interstellar capability.
Yes,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, we're definitely nicking this one then. We're going to fix it, and we're going to go to another star system and completely throw Kevin off of the whole plan.
And there's Roger. Through that door.
Another locked door.
Can we go through? I'm not quite getting it.
No,
I don't see the lighting.
Well, see, Roger was just kind of trying to stand quietly in the corner there so he wouldn't get rushed into the other area.
I'm afraid the Marines do move you on.
Oh, bother.
Sorry. That door doesn't have to be locked. So if you want to open that door, you can open the door. There you go. Let me get Linda out of the way. The door can be opened, and Linda can step inside through the door.
There we go. Oh, I think I see something.
Okay, at which point I'm going to attack her.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I need to check up on this thing.
Oh.
So let me go first.
Oh, you were taking too long. You were fiddling with stuff.
The door. Kevin forgot to unlock the door.
Well, let's see how what the combat tracker says.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Apparently the combat tracker's in a bad mood.
Okay, basically, you step into the darkness and something moves very fast out of the shadows, Linda. And basically, all you see is these horrifyingly sharp claws. A humanoid covered in granular carapace, jagged spines jutting from the shell joints and edges. And basically, it literally runs straight in past you and then disappears again. And then that's when you realise you're bleeding.
Oh, Lord.
2 wounds.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stagger back and say I just got attacked.
You can attempt to soak the damage, of course, if you want to.
I'll do that. Yeah, have some soaking ability. So just drop a Benny, or
just drop a Benny, yeah.
Okay.
And
did it do it? Yeah.
Blood drop.
That's okay. If I give you it back, and don't worry, I'll do it that way just to. Okay, basically you stagger back into the other room, and you are bleeding from an incredibly razor sharp slash through the torso.
And then I close the door behind me, and I'm like, there's like a Vorpal bunny in there. If you ever watch Monty Python.
Okay.
And
Himiny got the Joker.
I barely saw it when it attacked me. So be careful. Huh. Hey, we need some help up here. There's some.
Has an hour gone by yet from our last encounter?
Yes. So yes, anyone who has power points, you can regain 5 power points.
Oh, really?
Oh, is it 5? I thought it was 1 per hour.
No, it's 5.
Oh.
It used to be 1 per hour, but now it's 5 per hour.
Well, I hope
Deluxe.
I hope none of my players are watching this stream.
8. Kevin, can you give me a Benny back? Because I wouldn't have burned a Benny to restore PowerPoints if I knew we got them back like that.
Aren't I nice?
Just in case I need to use it.
Can I
Okay,
hear
Jimmy.
anything in this place? That I've just walked into.
You can hear Banicula in the back.
Make a notice check.
They come out of the shadows and they run back into the shadows. Keep your eyes peeled, and they're super fast. Like
No,
I barely saw them.
you can't hear anything other than the winds blast, the banshee winds.
Oh,
Is that a hole in the hull that goes outside, or is it a...
That is a hole where the ship is literally ripped in half. Yes.
Well, I'll just stand ready with my weapons out and see what happens.
Okay. Roger is next.
Yeah, Roger is going to try scrabbling down this area right here.
Okay. Just athletics to not take a tumble.
Yeah, I'm
No
using
problem
better
at all.
space, but
Sliced
that
up.
wasn't too bad.
Did you hear on the comms that Linda got sliced up by a high-speed vorpal blade?
Yeah, I heard all that, yeah. So he's going to step here and bring out his knife to be kind of, I don't want to get zapped or sliced or whatever the appropriate term is.
Okie
Sliced
doke.
up by a bunny rabbit.
Yes. That brings us to Deckard.
Oh.
Deckard hasn't got a torch.
I've got a
No.
torch. Well,
Okay, yep. Yes, now.
Deckard, no, I had a torch before. It just was that I hadn't moved. Deckard is interested in some action. Wants to see what's going on here. Ugh, for God's sake. Okay, so I've only got 3 left here.
Oh. Actually, I'll wait till Linda's go.
And the door's open.
yeah. I shut the door, and then Himini ran through and left the door open.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I just wanted to get into the door, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to do absolutely nothing except stand there right smack in the middle of the door. So I will, because I am there, I'm going to pass my turn, but I'm going to take the dodge action. I'll drop it on myself in just a second.
Okay. You might not have enough movement to get away. Okay. Okay. Who can see that? So let me.
Well, dodge isn't in the effects.
Defend, do you mean, or because dodge? Do you mean defend action?
Yeah, you mean to defend, yeah.
Is it called defend here? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah,
that's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Suddenly, coming out of the darkness is this most horrifying thing you've ever seen, which basically means I think everyone's got line of sight to it, haven't they, at the moment? Except Jiminy. So I need everybody except Jiminy to make a fear check at -7, please.
-7?
-2 for it and -5 for the fact that fear level inside this ship is a fear
It's
level 5.
huge, yep.
So what do we? What
spirit check at -7
or /roll fear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to.
Or forward slash or whatever slash is.
Holy hell, Morgana passed.
She's made of
Yes,
sturdy
indeed.
stuff.
She is indeed.
She's Banshee born.
Oh,
Linda passed.
so did I'm sorry. What did Linda make it or not?
Deckard passed. No, you rolled a -1.
Nah, I rolled a -1. Oh,
It's
so now you're
-70 the roll.
Yeah, plus your wound, or you is it a wound? Has Linda got a wound? Oh, you only soaked one wound, didn't you?
Yes, Linda's wounded, but she also there's a -7, so she actually rolled so it's 6 - 7 is a -1.
Lord, I spent a penny trying to get.
Okay, a terrifying trigger system screens is much more intense. Well cast was on the fear tower. Okay. Fear success means you manage to overcome the situation. Failed fear check means the unfortunate terrifying trigger system much creature unknowable, even much more intense. It doesn't say it causes terror, so I think you're okay. Though I think it is just standard fear. So that's from Roger. That's a fear, which will be trait -1. Which is capital T. So Roger failed. Morgana makes it. Linda fails.
And what is that? How do you code that? Is that just brackets trait -1?
It is, yeah. I need to put it in as an effect. Roger Deckard makes it because he spent a very sensible use of an action card to stop him failing it. Jinx. I don't see
I
Jinx
didn't
as
roll
spirit
yet.
roll.
Sorry, I had to step away.
That's okay. It's a fear check at -7, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, trait -1, spot on.
My turn.
Oh! Jinx pulls it off. So that is just basically Roger failing
Oh,
and
nice.
Linda failing. Yeah, well done. And okay. Now this creature slash basically what happens now is the creature drops off the ceiling where it was running along, lands in front of Roger and slashes at him.
That's what hit me. One of those.
Which shakes him. Alas, it doesn't have any movement left to keep going. Over to Morgana. I need to recheck
And
something.
Morgana can see this, and she wasn't scared, so she's going to step over to the edge where she isn't going to risk a slip and slide. And she's going to shoot at it because she can see it's attacking Roger. And hey, Roger is our way off this thing.
Ooh, we don't want him gutted like a fish, do we?
Not
Okay.
really.
You shoot. Okay, I'll accept your move. You shoot at this creature. It's a terrifying thing. It's actually terrifying. It probably should have been terror checks. Oh well. Actually, I'm going to retcon that in a second. I'll make terror checks for those that failed. It's not a fear check. Okay, you shake it with your gunfire.
Shake it. It says wounded.
You shake it.
Oh no, not good.
Okay, Roger. I am retconning. Sorry, I hadn't noticed. They are terrifying creatures, which means a failed roll, this is obscene, is a terror check. Unfortunately, I don't think the fear level applies to the fear table because that means there'll be heart attacks left, right, and centre.
Roger.
However, it is still going to be a +2 modifier on the fear rolls for everyone. So that's the +2. So what happens to Roger? Roger is hesitant for the remainder of the encounter, which I think is quite sensible. Just remember to delete it after the encounter's over.
There's an
You
effect for
decide
that,
that
isn't there? Is it hash hesitant or something? There's a way of adding.
Oh, is there? Oh, is there? I'll try that. Hesitant. I'm not sure if that works. I'll just put it as an edge, just delete it afterwards. Okay, and who else failed? Who else failed?
Linda failed.
Linda failed. Let's see what happens to Linda.
I mean, I assume you're talking about the same failure from before.
Yeah. So you don't you actually you don't actually suffer the fear penalty because it was actually a terror check. So if you fail, you end up having to face the fear table, which means fortunately neither of you rolled 22, which means you die of a heart attack. Okay, Jinx. Neither of you die of heart attacks is what I'm trying to say. Over to Jinx.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does Linda have to deal with that from the initial attack? I don't think we did.
Yeah, don't worry. That was so fast you didn't get a chance to see it. This one basically sort of everyone saw it, and that was why the problem kicks in.
Got it. Okay, good.
Anyway, waiting on Jinx while we're talking over the poor chap, so I'm going to be quiet now. Hello, Jinx. Have we lost you?
Jinx is frozen in place.
Possibly. I can put him on hold if need be. If you're talking, you might be muted.
All right, I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
$sign and then name of the edge.
$sign, thank you. I shall try that in future. In the meantime. Okay.
How do you apply that in the chat?
As an effect.
In the combat tracker, yeah, as an effect on the combat tracker. That was on Roger, wasn't it? Let's see if that works.
Something
There we go.
definitely showed up.
Sorry?
It definitely showed up.
Yep. Oh yeah, but I can put anything I like in there. It doesn't
How does it show up on the edges page or the hindrances though?
No, it won't show up on the character sheet. Is it meant to?
I don't know. That'd be cool if it did though, wouldn't it?
No. Because the way Fantasy Grounds works.
These things aren't that bad. We can take them. Boost.
Barely a scratch. Oh, that's looking good.
With vigor.
Vigor, nice. Okay. Boost vigor with a raise. Very nice.
5. And
Come on. Fancy Grounds definitely slows down more than it used to on things. Still, I can live with that. Would help if I actually spelled vigor right on Linda there. Okay. Linda Carmichael was shaken, but obviously she recovers. Even though she's distracted and wounded, she recovers.
So we're playing another Aliens adventure. Aliens come out.
Do I have any
smashing you
penalties
and
on me
running
right
off? Nice.
You'll have the wound penalty.
I'm always getting killed by these
Okay,
aliens
well,
when I play these games.
Cancel that using my
Some of these a bit
calculator.
tougher than usual.
Yes, you can. So give yourself a +1 modifier in the modifier box.
Okay. +1.
Yep.
And she's going to take out her machine gun. She's going to target the slasher that's visible to her on Roger. And she's going to unload on it. Unfortunately, she only has 2 bullets. And she doesn't realize that. So she's going to shoot. Okay. Here goes. And I have a modifier to 2. Does that affect my shot? I noticed in the combat tracker I have plus 2D to something or other. I have plus 2 vigor. Oh, plus 2 vigor.
Yeah, plus 2 vigor. That's okay. Take your shot.
Okay. Not enough ammunition. I can't even shoot. Okay, well that's Linda's turn. She's really confused.
No. Look, let me put 3 in. Just open fire anyway. Go for it.
Okay,
let me put for him.
Then she's gonna reload. That'll be the rest of her turn.
Well, no, by all means, shoot first of all is what I meant. Yeah, so you miss, which is fine.
Hey, come here.
And then you
I think
reload.
she's gonna.
What's up? Come
She's
here.
gonna try and get lucky. She's gonna spend 1 penny.
Didn't like it.
Does that hit? Oh, that doesn't hit either. Oh, the -2 should be cancelled. So it should be a 4.
That's what I was just checking.
Clean it.
Okay.
Because I have a +2
Run under
for
attack.
calculating. Or I have a.
Yep. You can negate. You can negate 2 of those. So yeah, that does become a hit. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna do damage for that.
Yep, go for it.
And I'm gonna penny the damage. There you go.
You may as well. Timer's ticking.
we
Okay. And I'm afraid to say, basically, you unload multiple bullets into its heart. Well, 3-round burst into it.
But
it doesn't seem to affect it.
It
stays shaken. It just stays shaken.
Linda's gonna figure. Can she reload now, or is that something she does? Takes a whole turn.
Be next turn, right? Unless you did multi-action.
Next turn.
Depends on how the weapon is loaded.
You got another one there.
It does depend on how the weapon's loaded. That's what I was about to check.
Well, it'll take a turn. So she doesn't know about the weapon. She's gonna learn that as she goes. So that'll be fine. And my turn is, and Linda's turn is over.
Knocking arrow sling is a free action that may be performed. Reloading a crossbow clip magazine or single bullet is an action. Yeah, so basically next turn, if you want to reload, I'll need to go back to your character sheet.
Wagner can get away from the thing this next turn because it's shaken.
Yeah, so basically the point is, so if you want to reload and shoot, it's a multi-action. An action to load and an action to shoot is how it goes. Okay, slasher number 2 is going to appear out of nowhere on the
number 2. Oh, for God's sake!
And hit Himini, who instantly gets to make a terror check at -7.
Fortunately, I can't see it now.
But you've already made one, so you're all okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
he makes it. That Joker bonus saves you, doesn't it?
I've also got guts, so I get a free reroll anyway, even if I did fail.
Look, it just refuses. This thing just refuses to roll over onto a 12. I'm getting annoyed now. There we go. That's a hit with a raise. Watch you, how many bennies? You see how many bennies it took me just to hit you? And the end result is Himini is shaken after 1, 2, 4
So now I'm immune
bennies.
to its fear forever, aren't
I? No, you're not.
Did we all get a penny because of Himini's Joker?
These things should have dark vision. What's the effect for dark vision? Is it a hash?
No light vision, it's in abilities.
It isn't, no, is it?
Well, it should be.
It should be under where?
In abilities.
Oh, you mean, yes, the abilities. Oh, no, they have dark vision. They don't actually have dark vision, but I need dark vision to turn it on to make it look really cool so I can see what they're doing without having to flip between.
Yeah, so just give them the low light thing and that'll make them...
Right, that's what I've had to do too. To make it show up on the map, you'd got to drop that low light thing that like goblins would have into their racial ability.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, low light. That's what I couldn't.
Because it seems like that dark vision just applies to like the roll. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just does the damage, the modifier for the roll. It doesn't do anything to the token or visibility. per
Yeah,
se.
I
Fantasy Grounds.
understand now. I understand where you're coming from. So giving them both low light vision does the same effect. And I think that's a good place to leave it, don't you? So if you've got bennies and PowerPoints, spend away because you'll get a reset next week. We shall leave it there with two incredibly scary creatures attacking in the wreckage of a spaceship that crashed 16 years ago, did we decide? I can't remember.
With a pentagram.
With a pentagram in it, yes. 16, yeah. Yes, this ship's been, if this is the Unity, it's been crashed on this planet for 15 years. So there we go. We shall leave it there this week. And we shall resume. Let me see, what's the date? The next one will be, oh, damn. Yes, I need to talk about this one. the next Saturday, the next Sunday in April, I'm otherwise busy because I'm going to be murdered if I play a game on my birthday. So it comes
You're
down.
not going to play on your birthday?
So
Oh, your birthday's awful close to Easter this year.
It's on Easter Sunday, I believe, which is another reason probably not to do it. So we can either play. So
Chocolate
in
egg
a combination. So I don't think we're actually playing again till, unless anyone can make other dates. I don't think we're actually playing again until May, are we? Annoyingly now, which is a depressingly long time to leave it. Maybe we should push. I don't think this fight's going to finish today.
Okay.
That's the only reason I don't. Otherwise, I'd push on. But yeah, 1st of May is the next one, unless of course anybody or anyone's
I'll
around.
go back and rewatch the Twitch so that we can refresh ourselves before the game.
Yeah, because I know certain people can only do alternating. So otherwise, if people could, we can discuss it and thingy. If we can make
listen,
it.
I can change my alternatings if we have to.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's only a one-off. It's only a one-off. So either see you on the first of May.
Yeah, tell me when you want to alternate and I'll change it.
We'll have a discussion on Discord and see what happens. But,
okay.
We shall leave it there.
Okay.
So as it stands, I'm afraid come back in May for that. But we got Pathfinder on Tuesday for the usual guys. And don't forget, guys, if you're around on this Saturday, it's the computer is your friend as we play Savage Paranoia. Everyone's
always.
Right on.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for playing. May the force be with you.
And Morgana wasn't scared. Takes a lot to scare her.
Thank you. Sorry.
Neither was I scared. We're Banshee born.
Because we're Banshee born,
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're tough.
We're born on Banshee. We get used to seeing weird ass stuff. I mean, have you seen those Anouk? Now that's some strange looking stuff. I'm sorry.
Handsome.
All good stuff. Well, I shall leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yep, you have a good one. I'm going to go catch up the game. Oh, and you're going to be starting the same way time the next big event starts. So, you're going to miss out because, well, you don't want your wife to kill you.
No, actually, I see what he means about the light shadows. I'm looking in the chat. That is very interesting effect.
You too, Thrift. You later. Better forget and remember to stop the stream, otherwise I'll be.
I'm going to go get a load of laundry before somebody snags.